Good morning, fam. Whee! Wake 'em up. Wake 'em up. Wake 'em up. I love morning streams. Let's get this thing cracking. Tell everybody you know. Tell everybody you know Chadski's streaming. We're just going to have a little bit of fun this morning. Hang out. Want to thank, oh, look at Hoppy there. Want to hang out with our new 300 members on the 300 board. You can see that. To become a Spartan 300 member, you can upgrade your membership if you currently have one. Comes with account reviews, continuous work on your accounts, questions, answers, all the fun stuff. We got some things to do today. We're going to have a lot of fun today. And we're going to hang out. Good morning, Vietnam. Yes, great movie. Oh, I streamed early enough for Amthala to jump in. Good to see everybody. Dylan, Fox, let's be friends. Lycan, Miyuki, good to see you, man. Muhammad, Optimus Prime, Sasuke. Why so early? It's cold. It's pretty cold in the States right now. Oh, Evil Clown, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. I'm going to unmute this. Get my buddy in here. My Cortex buddy. Good morning, Cortex. How are you feeling? How are you feeling this morning?
Well, I'm good.
You're good?
I'm okay.
You're okay? What do you mean you're okay?
I'm okay.
Cortex and I were just debating on Huo. Not debating, just talking about, is he better in Canyon for expertise or non-expertise? I like the Rage Hop. The healing's big though too, so it's kind of a weird setup here. Dylan, where you at?
It's kind of reliant on how the fight goes. Because, if you rage up, it's worth it. If you don't, then obviously you'd rather have him expertise.
Yes. Yes, I agree. Speaking of which, we've got this cool little... Oh, you can hardly hear Cortex? Cortex?
Oh, I'm regular volume now.
I'm going to have to turn you up. Or turn myself down. You got to just bring some energy, Cortex. You can't just show up and be like, hey, guys. Hey.
Why am I waking up so late? No, I woke up 7 hours ago. This guy just makes it sound like I just woke up.
This guy.
When he's the one that just woke up.
No, I've been chilling. Man, we got snow. It was crazy. Driving my tank this morning. It was awesome.
Your tank?
Something like that. Hey,
GG.
Bro, I'm like 15 subscribers away from 9,000, y'all. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Jump in. Hang out with us.
That's crazy.
Well, I thank you for your help, Cortex. It was you and Peace. You guys were the ones that were like, well, really it was Peace that was like, you really need to start streaming. And then it was great because you were like, hey, let's help you. I'm in. Let's do it. And then in a weird turn of events, you were like, well, hey, I'm going to start streaming too. But I think you've done it for so long and you've done it before that it worked out, And honestly, I think we've got to give some credit to the game. The game's kind of fun right now. Is it not?
That's the only reason I'm doing it again.
Listen, guys, when I jump on game and in Discord in the morning and Cortex is sending me Sunset Canyon screenshots, I'm like, what is going on here? Like, why are you this excited about RoK? And Cortex is like, yeah, it's fun again. Like it is. It's a lot of fun. A lot of cool things. So, there you go. Like the stream. We get to 100 likes. We'll throw up some member gifting. We've got Esmeralda's going to take our gems today. Got a few armaments to open up. Got to talk a little bit about kind of Delta and messing around with this echelon stuff on my Trajan. Here's what I did, okay? Just so everybody understands. I'm sorry, Cortex. Let me stream this to you so it's a little easier for you. So people always ask, like, hey, what do you mean by streaming it to Cortex? Well, when Cortex and I, or when Pieces on, or Crix, or whoever is in a Discord call, I need to stream the game to them. That way they're on time with me. They're not like 30 seconds behind in the stream like it always is. And so But here's what I did, Cortex. So here's my infantry arch set, right? Well, I had Invincible chilling right here. And I moved that over to Echelon to put on my Trajan. Because I'm going to test around with this stuff. I did a video yesterday about war drums. I'm starting to become addicted to Rage. And Civilized is kind of weird for Echelon. And this is the beauty of the swaps now, of the armament swaps, because, you can move around a few armaments if you have the currency, even if it's not special talented stuff or even rare inscription stuff, the special inscriptions or rare inscriptions. You can move stuff around and you can create a really good armament or a really good formation with a bunch of armaments. And Civilized was kind of weird. The 5% attack resistance is not... the counterattack resistance is not a big deal. But this is what's kind of crazy about this one. Whenever the troop buffs a friendly target other than himself, the target immediately gains 25 rage. Each turn can only trigger this effect once per turn. There's no cooldown on this. So all of a sudden you use Trajan, you throw Mulan back there, and all of a sudden you've got, like, to 4 other marches, you've got 200 rage going out over the span of a 3-second period. I mean, that's kind of broken, right?
Pretty good.
Definitely not running Trajan in the field, Amphala. By the way, I don't know if our boy Amphala has gotten into your server and started up some discussions. I know he's always on YouTube throwing up like different things to think about, and he's a smart guy, but it never fails. Amphala is going to have an opinion on everything you put up. And in our server, it's funny because now he's writing books. So I encourage you to join the server. My Discord link is pinned at the top. And I think Amphala might have found a little bit of his home. He and Maple get in there and start writing love letters to one another about mechanics in the game. War Daddy Rage Ski, let's go. So I don't know did you watch the video yesterday, Cortex?
The drums one?
You never watch my videos, do you?
No, I saw Billig's video, so I thought it was kind of the same thing.
Yes. So I talked to Billig before, and I'm like, hey, I want to take your video. I want to encourage people to go watch it because Billig does a really good job he really dumbs it down and explains it really easily for everybody to understand kind of how the rage mechanic works with war drums. But then I started thinking about this, and more of my video was like, we've always had the argument of war drums versus horn, drums versus horn, right? What do you use? Do you do 5 drums or 5 horns? And it gets into a whole like freaking debate. It's been going on for years, like literally years. And people who have war drums swear by it. People who have horns swear by those. And I was like, well, what if it's we just go all in on the rage and we say we don't care if we rage cap and we just go horn and drums. Like, let's have a drums versus ring debate. And then it turned into all kinds of mayhem. And here we go. Philip William. Look, Maple's already jumping in on the Philip William train. Philip William Echelon is definitely better than anything Trajan can do for the field. Oh, 100%. 100%.
I mean, I think Philip is better than Trajan.
100%. Yes. Now, I've got it on Trajan, and the only reason why I have it on Trajan is for my Canyon lineup, right? We're still running this cool event over here. It's the Sunset Canyon Tournament. Let's go. I'm in the qualifying stages. I got to go up against this cat here. He's pretty good. He hasn't lost much, like at all. I guess this guy beat him in Home Kingdom. So I got kind of a Bills-Ravens matchup here to where either one of us could go really, really far. I got a tough matchup. But as you kind of run some of this stuff, here's kind of, I swept my group's thing. And then everybody goes in and looks at my Sunset Canyon, and it's just me and Fluffy hitting each other back and forth. That's how we get better. Oh, it's a really funny debate considering like 99% of players in no way have the materials to make a bunch of accessories anyways. Yeah, no, but you can. You can. Drums are a little less expensive than the KVK stuff, horn and ring and stuff. So drums are definitely less expensive. 20 materials less expensive. So that's less expensive for this and the tiered up and the critted. So you inherently get less materials overall. And so with this, they're much easier to get. You can get Seskal, you can get drums, you can get skill damage, you can get dagger, you can get all those things with Greatest Glory in the egg event. It's great. It is absolutely great. I'm kind of tempted to make a Seskal, Cortex, and see if that works with Civilized. Didn't we confirm that it did?
It does, yeah.
But, so Seth's Call works with Civilized, but War Drums does not.
I think, yeah. I think that's right.
Oh, good morning. You need to wake up, bro.
Bro, I'm tired, man.
What'd you do?
I was just up late last night. Didn't sleep much, but I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm alive. I'm here.
Lycan, good to see you. Lycan is emoji crazy. Lycan was throwing up emojis everywhere last night. Won't be as good when you start to die off, though. Yeah, but I mean, Ring's not very good when you're starting to die off either. I think the deficiencies with drums, okay, is that the deficiencies with drums is that you once you get to like 2 marches and you have 2 drums on 2 marches, you're really getting, I mean, it's not really benefiting. You're not throwing it out to as many of your allied troops as you should. Now you're probably giving them to marches that aren't yours, that are in your alliance that are fighting. So does Shajar healing plus the buff work with Civilized? Yeah, the buff does. Absolutely. So Shajar's got her healing deal on her 3rd skill, is that right?
Expertise is the buff.
Ooh. So when you heal those 3, you got the mighty healing here, but on the expertise, when you heal those 3 troops, one is her own, you get the normal buff. Well, for those 2 other troops, if she has Civilized, then GG. You get the Civilized rage. Man, you just throw out rage everywhere. I mean, so to max this out, Cortex, you would run like a Philip William that's putting buffs on all your other marches, and then you'd run a Seth's Call, and I think that's it. There's no other accessory that's going to give you fighting buffs.
William, man. Ugh.
Do what?
William. Ugh.
Oh, it's so gross. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think
Sounds terrible, man. I don't know.
What about Joan?
I mean,
though?
at that point, you might as well just use Trajan, like, honestly.
Well, what about Joan, though? I guess that's not a buff that does it. A rage buff doesn't do it. It's a buff. It's got to be a buff that's...
Well, Trajan does a rage buff and a buff. Yes. And a skill damage buff.
Skill damage buff. And Mulan does a buff. That's why this thing works so
I mean,
well.
considering William's damage is quite low, like, isn't Trajan maybe just... Like, if you're running a pure buffer, I've said many times, I think Philip is better with a damage dealer, but... Bro, that's... What, you want the defense over skill damage bonus?
No, I wouldn't.
No, so isn't Trajan's buff just better than William's?
I think Trajan gives you, or William gives you a chance to put with Philip and go try to trade positive. I think that's the fear there. And part of the reason why, because it's almost like if Trajan's behind Philip, it's just purely, I mean, you're kind of missing out on.
Terrible.
You're missing out on this.
Yeah, well, you're missing out on that anyway with William. Honestly, he doesn't really do that much damage.
He does not.
But you're fully missing out with Trajan. You're right. But even like a Shajar at that point, like, I don't know, man.
What about Joan?
I mean, Joan doesn't buff, does she?
She buffs Rage for the next 3 seconds.
Doesn't count.
Does 5% more damage and gain 20% Rage. Oh,
okay. The 5% damage buff should work.
Well, let's go test it out, shall we?
Because I think rage buff doesn't count as a buff, but like the damage buff should.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, how close am I on my marches here? I got my chaining marches out. We'll bring that back and we'll test it. We'll do some testing. What do you say?
It's not low. How is 1,500 damage factor not low? Are we living in 2020?
Oh, well, Amphal is gonna. Yeah, he's William Lover, and that's fine.
I mean,
that's good.
I'm just saying, bro.
Oh gosh, William, do you think ZL is the best archer commander to invest in right now? Jonathan, yes, I still think. Wait, let me ask you, Cortex. Would you, if you had to start all over again, and you had to pick one archer commander to go invest in, would you invest in Herman or Zuga?
I mean, what do you mean with one? Who are you using it with?
Who's your first? I mean, who do you prioritize first?
You're not just running a... Well, it depends, because... Are you going to use it or no? If you're just maxing one commander to not use it, then there's no point.
Let's say you have YSG, and you can get
then
one.
Then you're maxing Herman, because Herman has march speed, Zuga Liang doesn't.
Let's say you have Asher.
Then you max Zuge.
So basically,
there's somebody that only has Asher.
Yeah, that's somebody just chilling with Asher. I guarantee you, there's somebody in this game.
No.
Maple and Amthala are definitely citing the additional proc that William has. Is that 4th skill? No, 3rd skill. Damage factor 1,000 if it's surrounded. I mean, you can get this thing up to 1,500 on his 10% chance proc. That's the closest to a Alex proc that you can get. Man, I don't know. Thank you guys for jumping in the stream. If you're enjoying some of the content, throw a like on here. Suki, good to see you, man. I don't know, Cortex. What do you think? I guess we could do this. You can do it with William, I guess.
Okay, if we're having the William belly debate again, I'm ready for that one. I've had that one a few times.
All right, let's have it.
Okay, sure, he does more damage as a commander. I agree. William does more damage as a commander, but are you saying that William does more damage than your ball getting a collective 84% all damage bonus when you have 7 marches?
Okay, and when Cortex says that, and you look at this expertise of bellies, he's assuming you're running 7 marches, and all those marches benefit from 12% more damage on the target. So that's where he gets that 84% number from. And he's not wrong. When you got 7 marches rolling in a murder ball, for those of you high spenders and people maxing tech, that I've always subscribed to, that is so important and busted and really, really good that I was literally like leaving Nevsky at home to run belly. That's what I was doing. 12%
all damage effect that falls off constantly? How does it fall off constantly? It's always active, Maple. You don't know how it works.
Just so you understand how this thing works, Belly is the only commander to have an instant and perpetual buff. It's instant the second he hits, and it never falls off as long as he's alive. He's the only one that's got that in the whole game. I've never seen another commander that has that. To put a debuff on the target, especially a debuff this powerful. That's what makes it so good with Belly, is the second you hit it, it's going.
No, let me just make sure, if I'm having this discussion, that you guys know how Belly works, first off, okay? I'm not going to sit here and discuss if you guys don't even know what this skill does.
Help explain, Cortex. With your...
The moment the march moves, it does fall off. Of course it does, but when you're hitting with all 7. You're not hitting with 1 or 2 marches, are you? When you pull off, of course, but I'm not pulling off with 1 or 2 marches. I'm either hitting with all or I'm pulling off with all. I'm not doing either or.
Yes. Amthala brings up a good point. Everything instantly dies if they're targeted. It doesn't matter if you're running 7
well,
marches.
Then nothing matters. Why don't we just use Minamoto and...
Well, I think that debate...
Whatever else.
I think that debate has always kind of been there. Let's do a comp real quick. When Belly came out, for me, he was a better upgrade to William, going from William to Belly, than Wallace was for upgrading Alex to Wallace. Like I thought Belly was more valuable. And we're seeing that Wallace is great. Like Wallace trades crazy for me with Luce, but Alex is really, really good too. So this William Belly debate, there's good people on both sides. There's good arguments on both sides. I get it. Williams just got some funky stuff. And depending on who you hit and how you hit him and what kind of murder ball fighting there is, I just know that when I put this guy in the field, he doesn't trade nearly as well and he gets melted. People think of Belly, and I don't know if it stems from, the epic version of Belly, but Belly gives 25% defense, which is really good. He gives 10% skill damage reduction, which is really good. So he's got some defensive capabilities, at least some, that you go put with a Nevsky, and that's a pretty tanky march. It's tankier than Nevsky Joan, and it's tankier than Huo Nevsky, and so that's what's interesting, I think, about this piece. If you ain't swarming, you ain't doing it right. Plus, on the swarms, Belly's a set it and forget it, right? Cortex, you got to put somebody has.
Oh yeah, of course.
You have to have a
Belly. But I'm not discussing swarms because that's obviously a different topic.
I think that the reason I brought that up though is because there is a differentiation between the type of fighter you are, and some of the people that are making the argument for William are literally field prancing, don't go in for swarms, prance around, and don't go hard in the game. So I don't really take their opinion into consideration as much, to be honest.
But I think that's a good point. And I think that's a play style too. Everybody's got different play styles. And so maybe that's kind of the argument, Cortex, is that people that play...
Well, people saying when their march moves and your archers and infantry don't move as quickly, end up with 1 to 2 turns at a time where there's no belly buff. But what happens for me is because I run slows on every single one of my talent builds, and I also have slows in my commanders, and I have march speed on all of my commanders, I don't have that happen to me. Mm-hmm. If I'm hitting something, and I'm casting any sort of skill, or even sticking on it for 2-3 seconds, it's not getting away from me.
You are you turn the battlefield into a puddle of mud. I've seen you do it. I've seen you chase people down. And it's really kind of funny. But yes, but then again, it gets into a little bit of the play style. Cortex and I are completely different. We play the same, and when he and I are going full throttle, we'll do the same amount of KP. But my style is so different than his. So different. And
I don't know. I don't think you two are that different.
Well, I don't know how else to explain it.
You both are super, you guys go deep into the ball. You guys both swarm like crazy.
Well, does he have some special talent? Does he have some special talent for his archers? No. He's got something.
I think it's just a skill issue, Chad.
I think I play more conservative than Chad, these days, honestly.
Probably.
I don't think I'm as...
Probably.
I don't think I run it down as much as he does. I used to, but not anymore.
Yeah, you did. Oh, this guy. Woo. Oh, yeah, and that's, it's crazy because Cortex, you're not, your style, PTI style, he trades crazy good with archers.
Yeah, that's why I think getting into these debates about who's better is sometimes a little bit erroneous because it really does depend on your play style a lot of the time.
Hey, Josh, good to see you this morning. Detroit really prepping, you're up early. Go ahead, Peace. What were you saying?
I just said having these debates about is this guy better, this commander better than this commander, when it might just be a slight difference between them. And everybody has a different play style and different scenarios. You use one commander over another. So
yes,
I think sometimes these conversations are a bit silly because it might work.
I think it's fun discussions to have, but
yeah, I'm not saying don't have the conversation. It's just don't get so worked up about it, people.
No. You have special talent iconic 5 boots on other cav marches. They don't break contact, but the infantry and archer marches do. Why do you have iconic 5 boots on your cav marches? Cavs don't need that.
That's a lot. Yeah, the infantry and the archers are definitely...
the infantry and the archers is where you should have that. Whereas on the archers, they don't... No, on the cavs, they don't really care about that.
All right, we're gonna test this civilized from Joan? Because now all of a sudden,
if anything, it's bad to make your cavs even quicker, because you're then making a big difference in the march speed of your different marches, right? Where you want to keep it quite similar. You don't want 1 or 2 marches to be way quicker than the rest of your ball.
ZKX.
You want to try to balance it out as much as you can.
ZKX. I'll get to your question here in a second, but I think that's the interesting part of this, Cortex, right? And when you had that cool stream that you did about commander debates and kind of open field stuff. Depending on how you play and the gear you have set up, Philip unlocks so many different things. Artifacts unlock so many different things. So there's no real good, hey, these are the 5 best marches to roll, set it and forget it. You can't get better than these 5. It all depends on what you like, what you have with gear, what commanders you have. And now it depends on play style. What is your play style? So actually works out pretty well. An interesting question that came, and I've heard this a couple of times, and ZKX brings it up. If you are running Arthur Primary and you're running the combo stuff, it's a little disjointed to put a skill damage commander behind him. But he's saying, hey, if you run Mina and you've got the butterfly effect, does that work? Now, what he's referencing is Mina's 4th skill. Mina has a skill that's kind of broken. Whenever this commander launches a basic attack, 10% chance to increase the target's damage received by 30% for 3 seconds. That's the Warlord skill. Putting a 30% damage taken increase on the target is pretty nuts. Peace, you remember that KVK we got into where we were, it was pretty early in the game for us, but that one king that was just an idiot, that was our campmates, he wouldn't build to the Bastion, and I was trying to tell him it's the Mina Bastion, bro. And he's like, nobody cares about a support skill, and we were in RoK Anthem, and he was like, nobody cares about a support skill on a 4-year-old commander, and I'm like, are you drunk?
Hey, he didn't understand the mechanics of it. Obviously, it was kind of. Yeah,
it's we have to get the Bastions. All of the people in our kingdoms are going to have this skill. You got to have it, or you're going to get killed. Oh, I like it. Oh, I'm still fighting over here.
Cortex, what did you think about the drums debate? Do you have drums? I actually didn't know what you're taking.
I had 1 drum. I deleted.
Yeah, I've also been drums, ew, for the longest time. So now I'm
because I had 14 accessories, and then I made the stupid coin for my leadership garrison.
Oh my god!
And then I had 15, and I was like, well, I can't use 15 accessories. Might as well get rid of 1. And it was between the web, the dagger, and the drums. And I was like, yeah, I don't need these drums, and I got rid of them. But
I really got to kill this thing before my Trajan dies, or I'm going to lose out on the... Oh!
Maybe in hindsight, getting rid of the web or something would have been better. But yeah, I like my slows.
ZKX, it does work. It does work. Butterfly effects, any buffs like that, butterfly effects is going to give the extra proc on that. Okay, so let's check the battle log, and let's look at whether or not Jones... Yeah, okay. So this is all it sees on the other march. All you see is receive the following bonuses from allies this turn. Constantine gained 25 rage. That's from the civilized inscription on Trajan. Okay, so I don't know if that's Trajan's turn. That's turn 6. Let me see if we get it here again. Yep, you get it again. There you go. So Joan, this is not necessarily for a Trajan Joan pairing, but Joan with civilized is going to give every march she buffs on her expertise, she's going to give that 25% or 25 extra rage. And so, I mean, Cortex, considering my gear, that I got to run this on Philip and I got to run it with infantry.
Well, yeah, you can't really do those cav marches anyway.
How do I do it? Do I put an artifact on Joan and run her infantry with Trajan? That's just what am I doing?
No, I don't think you do that. You need to keep your artifact cav anyway for your rally stuff and whatever else. So.
Amphala, what do you say? That skill is not optional as a Bastion? And Heroic Anthem it is. I guess you're talking about other KVKs.
It probably means it's not optional, as in you need it. It's not like a debate whether you need to get it or not.
No.
That's probably what it means. Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to run him with Inf. And there aren't really any buffers, are there? I mean, you're not running Constantine out there.
No. I guess I got to just take it with whatever he's going to give me, right? I mean, he's going to give it to me. And then if he procs again, he gives it to me again.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the benefit from him.
Or now the debate comes in, right? Is it better? Like, let's say you're using him with Ragnar, for example, or with Lucha. Let's say Ragnar, just for simplicity's sake. Is it better to use Civilized on him, or is it better to use Wedge and make your Philip and Ragnar pump out a lot more damage with Philip's insta-proc and Ragnar's big AoE damage?
Well, we're going to try it. Because this is kind of broken, y'all. It just is. And so I just put this on my Canyon, and Canyon is zooming now. Of course, I say that. There's me and Fluffy hitting each other nonstop. That's what we do.
Getting fed by Crix. Let's go.
Oh, dude, Crix is like, if you
he does it to me as well.
Well, if you get up high, you know when he's getting online, and if you get your rank up high right off of reset, off of Mondays, he just tags you and then just feeds you, and then every time, every day he comes back to that. He comes back to Canyon with that account. And he just keeps feeding. He doesn't care. Like, you've had it, and I've had it, to where by the end of the week, he's feeding us, and it gives us no points.
Yeah. Well, what usually ends up happening is that I usually get tired of Canyon like about 2 or 3 days into the week. So then I just start feeding you, and Crix feeds me, and I feed you, and it's a conga line of feed me.
This Fluffy's got kind of an interesting setup. He's been putting Philip behind Guan.
It's copying me. That's my thing.
There it is. Now the Zuge Shajar is becoming more and more popular. I'm running Ragnar behind Guan. I leave Philip and I put him behind Zuge, and then I run that behind my Trajan. That's typically how I do my defense. So there's all kinds of combinations. Like I'm sitting here trying to figure out like a new Canyon guide, and I'm like, okay, there's like layers of aspects here because Philip changes so many things. Arthur changes so many things. And there's like so many different combinations you could run. And I literally run different combinations. Like I run 2 calves and I take Guan off the field when I attack. And I bring Guan back in and take my Nevsky second cav off the field or off the lineup when I defend. It's weird. And then now in every KVK you go into, you have 6 marches, which is wild. It's crazy. Is Gorgo open field or garrison? She's both, man. That's the beauty with Gorgo. You can run her both. You run her with Luce. You can run her with... I run her with William Wallace sometimes. Is Guan good with Philip? I'm going to try to do that with him. Go ahead, Davesky. Not Guan. Spooky, thank you. Yes, Chatsky Live over Netflix. 100%. 100%. Okay.
We need Chatsky on Netflix.
Do you want me to go do a Netflix podcast? Running 4 cav marches, got a cavalry max and Philip. Got all cavalry max and Philip. Who would I pair? Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably, because the synergies are really good and we're already seeing some really good results. Now you're gonna take Arthur away from being a skill damage dealer. But an Arthur Phillip march is like really, really good. And then that allows you to run, Nevsky with William, Joan with Belly, Huo with whoever. I mean, you're kind of missing one there at that point. But you're going to have to bring in XY. You're going to have to bring in Justinian. You're going to have to bring in somebody. So, Sargon Ragnar for Canyon. Oh, no. Here we go, Abu. What's the best pair for Philip so far? Dude, Dave, this is what the whole point with Philip is. He's so good and versatile Archer players love running Philip behind Ash for their second Archer march. Cortex has got leadership gear. He's going to run Zuge behind Philip. I've got infantry critted gear for leadership. Don't ask why, but I'm on my alt account, and I did Zone 5 fighting last week and just wrecked with it. I put Ragnar behind my Philip, or in front of my Philip, and I ran Philip secondary to Ragnar. It was amazing. It was awesome. You can run them with cats. You can run with infantry and archer. Infantry and archer are kind of the more compelling choices for Philip, because when he is with infantry, he's going to give you 35% defense. When he's with archers, he gives you 35% health. That's like wild. And cavalry is not as appealing because he's just going to give you 35% attack. And so that's what makes this guy so compelling. So I don't know. It all depends on who you are, what the commanders you have, what the gear is, what armaments you have. That all depends on what you do with your Philip. But you're going to do something with your Philip. I promise you that. Arthur Phillip for open field. FM, that is definitely going to be tried. My Arthur stuff is looking pretty saucy on my Delta formation stuff. The only problem is I have nobody to pair him with to run him primary. So Phillip looks like a viable secondary to him. A lot of GT guys are doing that in 960, and the results are really, really strong. Really strong. Cortex, didn't you guys do a bunch of testing with that as well? You and Fluffy?
Yeah, with Philip, yeah.
So I think that's a...
Wallace wasn't nearly as good as the Lucha or the other options, though.
Wallace wasn't as good?
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There goes my plan.
I mean, Fluffy tried to make it work with like a bunch of different setups with the Philip Wallace. It just was not as good. Individually, it's a good march, but like it really like messes up your 5 march. Wallace is just so strong for Lucha because if you read his third skill or whatever, he has the
40% increase. Yep.
80% chance to increase the damage by 40%.
And
which is crazy for Lucha.
It's pretty wild. Oh. What about the new rally guy? Isn't he going to be decent with Arthur? I don't think so. New rally commander. And I had him. Oh, this is great. Let me see here. Let me see if I can get this thing back up here. Because I had him in my... Oh, here he is. Let's go... Do that. Do that. And we'll do this. Okay, so I had him. These are the Subutai skills. That's what it was. This will be his expertise. You have to be a rally commander. You're outside of Alliance territory. So that gives you the 30% proc on the combo attack. Thundering Hooves is his big combo damage. You do get march speed, but you got to be leading a rally to get the 20% attack and 30% defense. So many of his skills rely on him being a rally commander. But we're going to try it. I mean, we're gonna put him behind Arthur and see if that works. So there goes my lineup. Guys, don't forget.
I'm not saying it's bad, but like. I don't know. In the 5 march, at least, it just didn't really work like that nearly as well as anything else that we tried.
No Philip Wallace, sad. Oh, PTI, come on. Come on. Hey, what's the MW mean in your name? PTI-MW. No idea.
Mountain Warfare. He buys Mountain Warfare. He's
actually,
saying it,
Speaking of which, what does the SOD mean in Cortex?
The what?
The squad?
You have like SOD. What is it? Is it squad?
SQD? That's old squad. Right?
I thought it was SOD.
No. It's a
SOD. Cortex's farmer.
I was like, what's SOD?
No, it's old school 401 squad.
You're just doing a throwback to the
tag, yeah.
To Death Squad? Yeah. Oh man, that was a group, dude.
Man, that squad was amazing, man.
That was a group. Tell everybody what Death Squad was and what Squad was. Because if you guys remember...
That squad was a player. Squad was the group that played with him, and I also played with them for a while. That squad was the first player in the game to reach 1 billion kills before we had kill points. For those of you that don't know, before there were kill points in the game, kill points weren't a thing back in the day. It just displayed your overall kills, which obviously became like an issue with T1 feeders and stuff, so hence they changed it to kill points. But yeah, that squad was the first player to ever reach 1 billion kills. They did a 1v3. It was 1 versus 9 kingdoms, I think, in HJ. It was just them 4-1 against 9 Korean kingdoms. It was complete, like,
madness,
mayhem. Yeah, I think that squad, he started the KVK at like 300 million power, but he ended up getting 500 million power worth of deaths by the end of the KVK. So, yeah. It's like the craziest KVK performance, like, for the time. It was completely, like, unheard of back then. Like, people would drop like 10, 20 million troops in a KVK, and that was considered like complete insanity back then. And he dropped like 50 million troops in one KVK, and it was like, what did that guy just do? It was, yeah, for the time, it was completely insane. I mean, I think
this was pre, like, we have different eras of this game, right? And this was like pre-massive Imperiums. This was like back before you even had, and they had a big kingdom in 401, but this is back before you had like the 556, 254, 846, like crazy massive 4 and 5 alliance kingdoms. So this is back
just
before
people then.
Yeah, this is when people didn't play full throttle like that.
It was the first heroic anthem KVK ever, I think, they did it in.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I don't know. For the time, like, that squad was just like, honestly, I think like peak of any fighter was that squad. Honestly,
yeah.
The stuff he did in that KVK, and this was back before people, you know, used illegal stuff to like run their icons 24/7 and whatever. This was before then. This was all him. It was completely insane. I mean, just I don't know. That performance he put up there in that KVK is just. Something else.
So there's still remnants of squad. So every now and then you'll come across like an Imperium Kingdom or a high A seed or something, and you'll see a guy with SQD in his name, or girl. And when you see that, sometimes people try to claim SQD, but if it's an OG SQD guy, that means he's been playing for about 5 or 6 years, and he was part of a group that was off the charts. Cortex joined. Now you were in squad toward the end, right?
Yeah, and I played with a few of the boys, and then well, I was in 75, and then they went to 1254. We later went to 1254, and then like sort of reunited there.
So that's your history. That's your RoK history lesson for today, kids. Is your RoK history 101. Everybody needs to know about squad and what that was. Those guys were.
I mean, it's complete madness. I think Redline streamed those KVKs. You can probably go and find them way back when.
Wow. Wasn't Redline in squad?
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. He probably streamed that KVK.
He was OG back in the day. God, he's been playing for a while.
He played with Chisgul in Chisgul's original kingdom. I don't know if you know that. Redline and Chisgul started the game in the same kingdom.
Oh my gosh. Wasn't that 1037? Wasn't that, or?
No, 51, 52? No, wait. Yeah, 50.
52?
Or 30 or 39? I don't remember. No, 39 was White Tigers.
Oh
I think.
Gosh. White Tigers.
I don't even remember.
Dude,
anymore.
That's a blast from the past.
I think that's where Chisgul went afterwards.
Like, you could literally, like, let's think about this. For those of us nerds and a lot of students that play the game, you could literally have a RoK history curriculum in college and like go through the history of RoK and great kingdoms and great groups and great alliances. Oh well,
51. It was 51. Okay.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And Fleisch, Chisgul, and Redline started all in the same kingdom. They started the game in the same kingdom. That's crazy to think about, right?
Oh my gosh, that's wild.
And that squad was started there too. I forgot about that.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
I'm going to let Esmeralda take my jimmies here. You guys ready? You ready to get wrecked? I got wrecked in my first polls yesterday. It was so bad. It was so bad. But here we go. You guys want me to skip animation? I don't mind them training speed ups. But there we go. So we got 2 epics. We're going to count the epics, y'all. I want to get to like 50. If I can get to 50, I'm going to feel pretty good. There's 3. This is what I typically get. Like 1 epic each time. 50's a long way away.
Okay. At least you're not making me feel bad about not having gems for the event. I'm like, yep, this looks like just a waste. I'm fine not doing this.
Okay, I got 6 total. Oh, there we go. Now I got 10.
He's not skipping the animation again.
Oh god, here we go. Skipping animation.
You know, me and Crix are always losing our minds watching you do this.
Well, the animation on this is not really much of anything.
It's not that bad compared to the what's the one that you go one by one?
This is the wheel. Okay, so
Yeah.
1 by 1?
No, I don't go 1 by 1.
He was.
So I got 14. Man, I need some help.
Oh, you mean like the animation of? I thought you meant like he spins 1 spin at a time.
16.
He does sometimes.
There's
when
no
he's
way.
being superstitious. Yeah.
19.
But it's more expensive to do it that way. They give you a discount 25 spin.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know why
25.
Not very smart, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Some problems going on up
27.
in the upstairs area.
Okay, 32. Okay, now we're starting to ramp it up a little bit. Okay, 37. Okay, let's get to 50. Ooh, 39. I don't know if I can get to 50 now.
Oh, you max it as well, man. That's so...
40. Oh, this is so bad. This is so
I feel bad when I take that thing to 100, man. Let alone going above.
41. GG.
You know, watching you do this makes me feel good about retiring.
Absolutely does. Ah, well, there you go. Should I just go get Seth's call? Go forge Seth's call. Run it for Civilized. The animation is the best of Esmeralda's house. Yeah, you're not wrong. Dylan, I wish I was you. After 100 pulls, it gets worse because there's no tier rewards. 100%. Cortex is bad for Gamba. I don't know. Cortex has been really, really lucky in some cases. Like, really lucky.
Yeah, that like my last Esmeralda, I was so lucky. I got like way better value than VIP shop somehow. I was like really, really lucky. But yeah, I don't know.
Yo, I gotta have the mats. I gotta go all in on the mats. That's the main thing. Mats and armaments are the thing for me. What I do need to figure out is if I am if I am dismantling this set right here. I gotta figure that out. I don't run 2 archers. I don't plan to run 2 archers. I have 2 archers. I've run them in the past. They don't work for me. I mean...
Wait, they're not even iconic? Bro, no wonder this doesn't work.
Well, I understand that, but it doesn't matter if they're iconic or not. My main set...
Even my legendary archer, the gathering gear is iconic.
Well, I bounced out of a couple of cases. I do have some iconic crystals I could throw on there, but do I really want to do that?
Man, this guy's been running around with non-iconic stuff.
Well, I didn't even run a second Archer March last KVK. I didn't even run it at all. So this just stayed in the bench. On the bench. And that's... Okay. So even on my alt account, and I've got really good infantry stuff, but I have a full legendary archer set on my I have a full legendary archer set on my alt account, right? And I ran it with Zuge Hermit, what you're supposed to run it with, right? And it didn't matter, bro. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, look at this. Like, these were my trades. Okay, now the one at the top, the CPO Ragnar, that's that small sample size. If you look at the kill points, I only had 4 million kill points. That was a very small sample size, so that's skewed a little bit. But Ragnar Arthur, great. Joan Arthur, great. Wallace Luce, look how many kill points that thing got. That thing just it wrecks. Ragnar Phillip, that's what's fun about that. CPO Joan, that turned into a cool little march. CPO Phillip. So everything's trading crazy good over 2-1. Look at this thing at the bottom, Cortex. Like, look at this. Like, it just sits there. Cortex and PTI just threw up in their mouths. It's that bad. And so it's not an account thing. It's not a gear thing. It's just a play style for me, guys. Like, my calves are crazy good. My infantry's crazy good. And then I got that. Shajar Phillip. Shajar is a primary. Cortex, what do you think of that?
No.
No, just don't. Just don't do it.
I mean, it's kind of same as like the whole Philip William stuff and whatever else. It's like the same sort of concept, right? But yeah, I don't know.
Well, there we go. Trading 1.2x against kingdoms like that in KVK is a travesty. I agree. Are you going to at least give me credit for trading 2.5 to 3x with my other marches? You give up on me, you will never see the light. PTI, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I got to run Zuge Herman. You have to run it. You have to. And I'm still going to run it. But that's what I get. That's what I get. And it's awful. Oh. Nobody wants to see me chain, do you? I chain.
PTI.
Without an effective Archer March, guess you will look up at me on the... This guy. I mean... Like, okay, challenge accepted. We'll go do that. We'll run this back and do it again. We'll run it back and do it again. Me versus PTI. We ought to have a friendly wager. Who's gonna hammer the kill points? PTI barely got me. Barely. And I noticed he had a little more T4s than I did. I stuck with more of the T5 killing. I don't know why. I think he was out there trying to kill some, reinforcement marches. He was goblin squad. I don't know, PTI.
Whoa! You're like trolling. He can't even be on stream to defend himself.
He's in the chat hammering me. He's like, let's go have a friendly wager. I actually
think that's really fun if you two do that, because you both play similarly reckless.
They're both pretty bad at the game.
They're very reckless. It's very fun to listen to them on voice, though, when they're... Should we do this? Should we go do this?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. Okay.
It got to a point, because we've all been playing together for so long. You know how when you're in the field and it's almost like you're so in sync with somebody, if you're war leading with somebody, if you're fighting with somebody for so long, where Peace or Cortex, you guys would say, chat. And I'd say, yep, I see it. And you don't even have to say anything. And that's the way it got with PTI. Where PTI, we'd be talking and running, and he'd be like, Chadsky. I'm like, yeah, I see it. Let's go.
Yeah, I
already know what he's talking about.
Fluffy, PTI, and Chad is sort of like, I think, crazy dynamic. And to play against them, I would not want to. Because you guys are just, like, you don't care. It makes it very fun.
90 likes. Thanks, Duke's Fury, for helping us out there. Peanut, good to see you, buddy. First-time caller, long-time listener. My baby daddy, Ritz, found out I spend money in the game and is mad. Is Esmeralda a horrible idea today? No, it is a wonderful idea for a player like you. Peanut, go get it.
Peanut, the other day, Ritz said you were coming back to him or something. Is that true?
You're not in 606 now. I think he's going back to 606. Yeah. Hey, I looked at some of the rankings and different things. 606 is kind of... Ritz is doing some work over there, y'all. They're
at 1.9 Trill Alliance KP.
Yeah, like, let's go. Genie, good to see you. Oh, man.
Or was it more? I don't remember. I looked at a few kingdoms on my stream yesterday.
606.
Maybe it was 875 that was at that.
And they had a wild KVK last KVK because they took like a hard fight. And remember they backdoored their way into the Zig? Like you had a betrayal, and they called Ritz in 606, and 606 was like, yeah, we'll come help you.
You know what kingdom I stumbled on the other day? I think I was just clicked on a profile, and it was 2489. Is that what it was? No. Yeah, is that the one where all those people went to?
I can't remember.
And it's like a ghost town now.
Oh, speaking of ghost town, 2605. It's like It's like Radiator Springs over there. Ghost, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Good morning to you. Yeah, the PTI Genie Rex on multiple accounts in multiple KVKs. Oh, you left 606 for one KVK and still ended up with a KVK with them. Oh my gosh. 2429, was that it? Alois, good to see you, buddy. Is 2429 a ghost town now? I think it's kind of. It had a lot of promise, man.
Join my barb fort rally.
No, I don't do barb forts. I chain.
I do barb forts. Help me.
There you go. Take my Mulan.
Let's go.
They dead. I've been a part of that. Oh man. Okay, let's open up these armaments. I got to get to Delta. Let me show you where I'm at. Here's my little progress. The goal is to have this thing done and set up for next KVK, which I think I will. With Subutai, it'll be great. So this is the one I'm working on right now. Now, if you look down here, I'm at wishlist 7 out of 10. Let's see how many I am. I'm 113 away from getting the next tier of wishlist. So I can get there. I need a couple of events to pop before KVK, but I can get there. So let's go do this. We're going Delta. Open up my blue crates. Man, Yoda used to have the craziest luck with blue crates. I mean, he'd open up.
Yeah, he was lucky.
Double inscriptions, all kinds of. It was like cracking luck. Okay, purple crates. Let's go. Hey. Okay, here. Oh.
Yeah, he pulled a double inscription hunter robust from
from the blue crates.
Yeah,
that's so stupid.
That's crazy.
Do you want to stream my first SOC? Ooh, KVK. Is it going on right now? Are you guys fighting right now, Commander? Let's find a ghost town and turn it into Dubai. I've got one.
We already did turn it into Dubai once, though.
And then it got wrecked. Oh, okay. Look at this. Just getting nothing here. Thanks for the triple stack. At least I'm getting some of these. Nope, let's go. That looks good. Okay. I'm just trying to, at this point, I'm looking for pities here. I mean, low rolls, archers, let's go. Josu. Ugh. Hold on. You have 3 cav marches, 1 imp. Should I just move all in on Delta or keep working on my skill damage? Definitely keep working your skill damage stuff. Unless you are deemed a cav rally, and unless you've got Attila ready to go with Subutai, and you're the main cav rally of your kingdom, don't jack with Delta yet. Delta's just hard right now. I mean, if you got nothing else to work on, I guess you can start working on it, because there will be a time that we're going to get another combo commander to pair with Subutai, but it might be a while. It's probably going to be a while. Oh, look at that, guys. Holy. I can go move that to some other slot, but I don't run much archers. Whatever. Okay. Look at this one. Desperado. Love to see it. Here we go. Haste. Yeah. Look at that. Vroom vroom on the archers. 6% march speed. Wrecked. Tomorrow past 7. Ooh, that sounds good. That's what we got there. I'm opening these guys up. Look at that. Triple line. Let's go. When is 2293 going into KVK? I don't know. I know we're not going this pop. I assume. I think the next one.
Maybe next one?
Yeah, I think the next one. Guys, hey, listen, like the stream, y'all. We give free member gifting at 100 likes. So go like the stream. We got nearly 300 people watching. And by the way, I'm trying to get to 9,000 subscribers. So if you guys will just like subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. And
it's free.
It's free. Doesn't cost one thing. You don't have to follow it. But if you subscribe, it really helps out the channel. It helps out what we're doing. We were at 6,000 very quickly, 7,000 quicker. We got to 8,000. Like I blinked one day and we were already at 8,000, and now we're already at 9,000. So we're literally.
So what if it's? What if I heard a rumor it's third pop, Chad?
Are you being serious? Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think it was one of the options, right?
I gotta know.
You gonna be okay?
I gotta know. They need to tell us more in Rels. Ghost, you're on here. Tell us, bro. Oh, we just need 10 people to subscribe. Guys, we can get to 9,000. Like, I'll do a bumped up, enhanced version of member gifting. Oh, it's over 9,000? Let's go. GG. Stop, peace.
Why do I feel like it's almost like an evil laugh that you just did there?
I was excited.
It's taking over the world.
Yeah.
Oh. Give Archer some more love, Chadsky. I will. We'll give you some more love. I have Cortex on. I mean,
like archers are a gift, you know? It's only for the ones that can wield them properly. The people who don't deserve them, okay?
Oh, Delty, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't really have much to say, but here you go. Thank you very much. Ghost, thank you for the super chat. Stop it, peace. I love that.
What? Hey, man, I'm just being real. If that's the case, Chad needs to know. So does PTI. These two will go nuts. They gotta wait that long.
106 likes. Let's go.
Chad, we're sniping 960.
We are?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, last second, snipe them, you know?
Yeah. Do you guys remember when we used to do the 5-on-5 tournament?
Oh, yeah. Murder ball tournament.
That was pretty fun. Murder ball tournament. That was so fun, hey?
Yes, that was super fun. If we can
Didn't
roll.
You win once, Cortex? I feel like Cortex won.
No, Cortex lost. Do you know who Cortex lost to? You know what commander he lost to?
I won the second time.
Well,
yeah.
Do you know what commander he lost to when he did lose?
No.
He lost to Sargon. You know how he won it the second time? He used Sargon.
And Tomeris.
And Tommy.
Oh.
That
was pretty
Cortex.
Fun,
Cortex dogged on Sargon.
Well, it turns out when you're like, okay, well, he is bad. I'm not changing my standpoint, but it turns out when you're fighting to the death, it does stack up and you actually get your damage off because you don't have to pull back all the time. So then it's okay.
It's really, really good.
The kid, we're gonna win this board
Smoke 6-packs method. Welcome to the Spartan membership. You're welcome. Where you at, Cortex?
I'm about to hit.
I don't want to join your.
You think we're gonna win? You're already in there.
Oh, Oh, you're still running Mina.
Think we're winning?
9,000 subs. Okay, quick PSA. I can't believe it, y'all. Like, we've been doing this for like just over two months. We're at 9,000 subscribers. Are we putting out? Is the content actually that good? It can't be. It's not that good.
People love you, man.
Well, yeah.
No, I don't think it is. It's just entertaining.
It's just more. Okay, it's just more for like, let's just see what Chad does next. You know, it runs on pure energy, like positive energy. Like the content's kind of like, meh, whatever. Oh, 3,300 Discord members. Like, subscribe, join Discord. Thank you, Dukes. I appreciate that. Bro wants praises. No, I'm actually saying no to praises. I'm actually saying, like, no. Time for Chad to gift 9,000 memberships. I'm gonna have to do something special to do some gifting. This goes against my protocol and budget, but we gotta have to. So.
That's funny. I don't mean it's bad. I was just joking. I just think.
You just think it could be a lot better.
I'm a meanie. You know, I think you said it's all positive, and then you have like me and Cortex here to balance you out.
Yeah, Cortex is like, you William lover idiots.
Hey, I never called anyone an idiot.
Hey.
Well, I don't think Cortex is negative. He's just, not
realistic.
Like,
he's
I think so.
Insanely realistic. Yeah, the Yos are getting ready to fire up. We just gave 20 memberships. So welcome to the Spartan. Welcome to the Spartan membership, y'all. Enjoy.
Make sure you guys join Discord and link your Discord to YouTube so you can talk in the Spartan chat.
Spark says, give us 10 300 membership upgrades. Deltsy, thank you for the super chat, bro. Chatsky, we're here for the energy, bro. You're a breath of fresh air into the YouTube community. And for someone like myself, 5 years into the game. Man, that's cool. I appreciate that. That's so big time. Thanks for jumping in, man. Yo! See? Even the old players. Even the retreads like me. We're all retreads. We've been doing this so long. If you have dismantled legendary gear on more than 2 occasions, you are a retread in this game. Retread basically means you're such a veteran, you've like retread your tires so many times. That's where you're at. Ooh, I got some saucy stuff.
In the Discord so Peace can bully you every day. I don't bully anybody, Dylan,
Saucy
except
stuff,
for you.
let's go.
Oh, Dylan. Dylan's the one that's
Dylan.
Dylan's the one that's firing people from the Discord.
Yeah, I sometimes bully Evergreen. I bully Dylan.
I mean, Evergreen deserves it for sure.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That CY junk has got to stop. That CY hype has got to stop.
He's trying everything.
The Henry.
I broke his heart. I broke his heart the other day because I had to explain to him that the CY expertise doesn't kick out 40% counterattack to everybody. He's like, wait, what? And I was like, bro, like, he's like, no, it does, because the rally or the garrison has more troops. And I'm like, no, bro. And I had to.
He's in the chat now. Morning, Evergreen.
Morning. I had to explain to him. I'm like, bro, this thing right here, like, it's got 25% counterattack, which is great. That's awesome. But you don't get this extra 15% on the swarms that are hitting you because it's the actual number of troops in the march of his garrison or rally. Because he was like, counter rally, be great. And I was like, well, you're not getting that extra 15%. He was like, wait, what? It's great. Completely forgot about the mechanic. Oh. Do I know how many max gear of Geared Up Bundle gives? Mick, I do. It's 4.25 mats. I might have bought hundreds of those. Oh. Chad, any thoughts on 1093's migration? I heard they had a pretty good migration. I know they worked hard. They worked really hard. They were trying to figure that thing out.
It's like, with that price, it's like 5-6 grand to craft an accessory.
Yeah. Oh, it's so expensive.
Oh,
it's so expensive.
I don't. Did 1093 get some good players or something? Or?
I think they had a pretty big migration. They went through a whole. Okay, so it's 1093, y'all. So, they needed, I think, a little bit of a cleanse, and they're so organized that they're going to do that right? So.
PTI said they added 80 players.
Yeah, it's something.
That's crazy. They must have gotten rid of a bunch of people then too, right?
I think they.
A lot of people left, I think, and they got rid of probably a lot of people.
I mean, the hard thing about a kingdom like that right now is you kind of have to have people willing to, because they're deleting troops, aren't they?
Right, and that's why a lot of people left, because obviously not everyone's willing to do that, especially in this day and age. I feel like back in the day it was more common because all big kingdoms did it, but now it's like not most big kingdoms don't need to do that anymore. So I guess people are thinking like, why would I go there if I can go here and not have to delete troops after KVK?
Yes.
Yeah. I've been there, done that. Didn't like it.
It used to be so much more prevalent. They're still living in that era, and it's just hard. I think players get to a point to where you can do it, and if you're all in on the mission and all in on the kingdom, You can do it. After about the third or fourth KVK of having to, go slam troops in a node and kill them, it gets hard. I mean, it's just hard. You just can't keep replenishing. It's so hard. But 2 full alliances, they're willing to fight and go hard. Yeah, I think they're back.
They don't need to anymore? Or maybe they're fine now.
Yeah, and that you've got
they have been, for sure.
Yeah.
But they have been, yeah. They did for the last drop, I know, and that's why a lot of people left.
I think it's fair to say
I assume a lot of people were asked to leave too, but
that 1093, they're so good in organizing their leadership. They're the only kingdom that's been able to sustain the old model of having, more than one alliance, players really being lean, doing all that stuff. They're the only ones that can keep doing it. And so
I definitely, of all the big imps that we've played in like the last couple of years, I respect 1093 a lot, like their leadership and the way they play. They're pretty respectable, and like in Diplo 2 Cortex, they were really good. And when we were in KVK with them, like that 960 KVK,
yeah,
it felt like they were the grown up in the room, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's a reason that 1093 is able to get away with it, because you're right, their leadership's probably
it's like Jack, like Foth is saying, migrated to 960. He's like their best contributor basically, and like after KVK, it's like, you gotta delete troops. It's like, no, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really hard sell, especially because like the way things are happening now is they're just, 2293 with one alliance, you're just going to get put into a camp most likely with another alliance. So, I mean, it is a little bit, you're losing a little control because you don't know who your campmate's going to be, but if Lilith is doing it properly, you're going to match up well anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Ooh.
And yeah, they did get wrecked a bit because they did all this right before the new Imperium changes, right, with the 23 bill cap and all that stuff. So
yeah,
they got cooked.
It's hard to do. Alloys, that's hard to do. I mean, it's hard to do as a kingdom. You got to have a pretty substantial and loyal core for everybody to pull the same rope. The minute you start fragmenting on your core and people start complaining about deleting troops, then it gets really, really hard. Where is this 37 bar going? Golly.
The issue is that all of a sudden you start asking people to delete troops. Everyone is watching what leadership does in terms of deciding who has to delete, how much they have to delete. That guy didn't have to delete. That person didn't make their contributions. And so all of a sudden you have a lot more infighting in the kingdom about what leadership is doing, and a lot of scrutiny in leadership. If you don't do it right, and if you don't apply it equally, if you do any sort of favoritism, you get called out for sure. So
I deleted troops 6 KVKs in a row. I couldn't keep doing it. Yeah, there's a limit. Billy, just delete all the troops, all of them.
Just delete and quit. Just delete and quit.
Also, Billick, put your YouTube. I need to start having some little commands here, Cortex.
Yeah, Billick, they would retrain during pre-KVK, sure. Yeah, and then delete after. Basically, the deletions are based on your power, right? But some in 254, every single person who wasn't, what was it, over 250 million power had to delete down to 65 million power. So if you were 135 million power, you had to delete down to 65 million power.
Yes. Billick, you need to put your YouTube channel in the chat here. So the recent video I did yesterday kind of stemmed from Billick's from his drum video, and he does a really, really good job of explaining how the mechanics of drums work, and it's really, really simple for people to understand. And people will throw around stuff, because I'll come up with some crazy ideas, or I'll do some mathering and do some things, and they'll reference John Wick. Anybody that doesn't know John Wick, he was like the original professor of the game. Like, this guy would do stuff. He's still got these videos about how rage worked. He found out what the rage caps were. Like, he did some crazy stuff. I am nowhere on that level at all. The closest guy we have to that level is Billy. I'm just telling you, this guy is super smart. He does all this mathering stuff, all the algorithms. He knows how to run the equations, and he is a great follow on Twitter. and he's really, 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 really good. I need to set up Streamlabs for the donos. I'm going to work on that. I promise I will work on that. But he's a really good follow, and he really explains it really well, and he's got a great attitude and a lot of fun too. So that's always fun. I'll do it. If you're not going to do it, I'll do it. This guy.
The Venom from 2507. He is one of our opponents right now in the alt KVK.
Ooh.
HMB7. What's with the 7? Why'd you guys choose 7? I don't
Oh, he is? Well, do you want to give him a history lesson? Because we will.
What HMB is?
HMB? Like, we are the original HMBs. Like, I think I still have the name. Let's go look at it.
Don't dox yourself.
I will not dox myself. I think it's here. Where's the HMB name? I have one that says HMB name. Oh, that might be on my alt account. But yeah, we still have the HMB, the straight up HMB acronym moniker. We have the HMB name, Hold My Beer. We had HMB like 5 years ago. That was our original alliance. Who was it? Agua New. They were the ones that had the HMB moniker, Hold My Beer.
Yeah. Yeah. And then every alliance in the kingdom was Hold My something. Drink of some sort.
Yes.
Hold My Pina Colada was one of my favorites.
Oh, no. I know which one your favorite was.
That was a funny one. That was kind of fun. We used to have a lot of fun.
So we get into a KVK on my alt, and as we get into it, hold on. I'm going to come down here and look, because I might have something else on my... Let me log into my alt real quick. Because I might have something else on there that I can open or do. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay. So the alt's chilling, and Zone 6 just opened up, and our boy Evergreen had to do the building layout and the plans and all that fun stuff. So we're gonna let him do that. He's kind of our camp leader. Look at this. I'm chaining here. Oh, look at that AP bar. Oh, I'm freaking out. Do we have any? Yeah, let's get some of these going. Oh, why are you so far away? Oh, we're rallying the sanctuary. Let's go. Everybody come here. Okay, we're here. Awesome.
Oh, are we doing something?
I guess we're doing something. Let's see. We'll
Just for the record, we did not queue up for this. We were auto-registered, so... Or wait, was that the last one?
What was the last
one? I think we were...
Yeah, we're good. We're chilling.
Yeah. Okay.
I come helping. Okay, so now we got a little content here, some sanctuary stuff. But I think the point was, I wanted to look here at the characters. 2605.
Here's your PSA for the day. Sanctuary can actually be swarmed. You know what can't be? Circles. Don't do it. Don't be the guy that goes and swarms the circles by yourself. Is Cortex still on here?
Yes. Cortex.
I say it every KVK. I say, you can't swarm the circles. And somebody always does it. And then they die. And the whole KVK watches them.
Cortex is notorious for swarming circles.
Cortex may have done that one time.
He is notorious. He is circle.
I think when Cortex did it too, I was on VC with everybody saying, no, guys, like, don't swarm.
No.
Yeah, no, not solo. I'm saying.
And
so I said, don't swarm
solo.
circles.
No.
And I actually have seen, like, 2 people do it and die. So.
That's awesome.
And then Cortex jumped on, and he was swarming by himself when we looked over.
you always get the, hey, somebody come help me. Peanut, you hear 2080 H&B players are starting to get active again? And maybe they are. I think Bob's going back there. That's the old home. That would be like going back to the old neighborhood. Still got, I think Charky came back. Still got some old players. Let's go. Sanctuary. Got any runes over here about while we're at it? Circles are the worst. They are so worst.
What kind of rally I got up on this? Nevsky
Justinian.
Justinian. Okay.
Swarm is in. Yeah, Sanctuaries are pretty easy. Everybody come here. This has to be an evergreen marker. Like you need everybody there, bro. That's like taking a barb fort down. Hold on.
It wasn't him.
It had to have been him.
No, it was Slayer.
Okay, Slayer's okay. Now, if Evergreen would have done that, we'd make fun of Evergreen. What did I come here for, Evergreen? Now I got to walk back? Hey, just for the record. Oh, there's my Nevsky. Putting Philip in your lineup is like super fast, no matter what he's with. So let's look at this Lost Canyon over here. Oh, I'm sitting in 4th. I don't think I can beat this guy and Doc. I can beat Mad. Let me go try to hit Mad. He's an HB. Mad's the guy I've been going against a lot in the KPs. Now, in this particular KVK, we just opened Zone 6. So we got a lot of fighting left. We won this fighting. Appreciate Greenwood for coming out to fight. That was a lot of fun. That lasted a couple of days. So now we've got our own protected Zone 6 here. Zone 7 is going to get wild. That's going to get wild. It'll be a lot of fun. So our allies are up here. We're in the kind of the V situation. We're fire up here, and wind, I think, up here is allied with Greenwood down here. So we're allied over here, or this is Earth? I can't remember. Whatever. So we're allied up here. We got to get these guys into this zone. Somehow, some way. We'll do it. So that's where we're at. So the KVK is a lot of fun. We're doing this thing for stratagems. So we got all the cool stratagem stuff. And here's your expedition leaderboard. This guy, I need to change that name. But Mad is sitting in 2nd. And so got some other H&B 7 guys here. Oh, Evergreen's just loving it right now because I get to highlight his name. Peace, where was your mini? Weren't you fighting a bunch in the first day?
What do you mean?
You were like top 20, weren't you? There you are, 53rd. Let's go.
I just fought for the first day a little bit, and then I didn't log on again. It's just fun.
So I just need confirmation that is the 6v6 how it is in every KVK? Fire, wind, Greenwood versus Daybreak, Earth, and Water. Okay, cool. Yes, that's how it is. Is this how it is in every KVK now? No matter which KVK, you go 6v6 now? I think it is. You want to do this?
6v6 in what? Oh, Lost Canyon?
Mm-hmm. Is this how I want to do it? I think I'm going to do it like this. No. Yeah.
Well, when you only have 3 marches, this is 6 march business is pretty dumb.
You don't roll your siege out there?
Actually, yeah, I put it out there, but it's not like it's good.
I don't know if I can beat Matt here. He's got some stuff. He definitely has some stuff. My Luce is going to die pretty quick, I think.
Kind of cool running into some 2080 people through the game. I feel like I see 2605 players in like all the top kingdoms in the game. Plus, I see them at the top of the kill rankings of every KVK. So I always like feel like, yep, those KVKs where we had our crew in 2605.
Oh, they were wild. They were wild.
We had crazy good players.
We had all the Krakens. Cortex went and recruited them all.
Yeah. Wow. So I don't know. Some of them weren't really Krakens. They just had high power accounts.
Yes. Look at this. I'm gonna beat this guy. Look how strong my Richard is. It is undeniably strong. I gotcha, Mad. Mad gets to the stream all the time. That's always fun. 1v3 2605 KVK was not much fun. Oh my god, Amphala. Here
he said so much fun. It was so much fun.
Oh, it was. Okay, Amphala was in on that one. He didn't like the next one. This 960 stuff is for the birds. Oh. The Matilda Jones Siege March gets some use now. Yes, 100%. That was a really good one. That was a really, really good one. The 1v6 was great. It was a 1v3 and then a 1v6. So, did Cortex leave us? What are you doing, Polar Bear? Are you back? This guy.
He's just moved it.
This guy. Okay. Yeah, so here's what I run on this account. I've got a pretty good infantry set. I got 3 of them, actually. This is my second set. That's a 6-piece set. It's weird. I know. And then this one, there's a 6-piece set. So I don't have everything critted yet. Then I run cavalry. I still run this guy. Yeah. And then there's my archers. So that's the trades that you saw on that list came from this archer march. Isn't a bad march at all, especially in this KVK. Oh man. So anyways, do I have anything to open over here? Nope. Nothing to open, nothing to change. I think I do have, let me see. There we go. There we go. Nope, just one of those. Oh, let's go open up my crystal keys on my name. Do I have any more of those? I think I might. I think I might. So be right back. Okay. That was a great one. The one after that. Way to kill a kingdom. It was a surefire way to kill a kingdom. We were ready. I think we thought to ourselves, we're tired of this leadership stuff. Let's go out fighting the best. Have a good time. Save face. And
yeah, I don't think the KBK killed the kingdom. That's not the issue.
Let's go ahead and get all this stuff done, just so my ADD can get rid of it. Ah, the dailies. You love running your dailies. Look at me. I'm over here training T5s.
So if you had a choice, Chad, knowing like I don't know if you're aware of which kingdoms are registering or available to register this next pop. What kind of KBK are you hoping for? Because I know that there's potentially some huge KBKs on the horizon.
Yeah. Well, if 2377 and 960 are going to hook up, then I'd love to be in that one. I'd love it. Mm-hmm. I would love it. I'd love nothing more. But there's so many others. I mean, 606 is going to be queuing up soon. Some of these other
there
kingdoms.
Seems to be quite a few.
War Catch Up, thank you so much for the super chat, buddy. Good morning to you. Hope y'all have a great day. You too, buddy. Work Etch Up. We need to go back to that stream. Oh, I got to clip that. Share it for everybody. Noob Bear, Nevsky, or Huo is better? With who? With Arthur? It just depends. I put a video out when I did some of that 5v5 testing, and the video more showed that Nevsky is very viable to use with Arthur. That's what it showed. It wasn't making a proclamation that it was better than Huo or anything. It just said Nevsky is definitely really, really good. He's tanky. He provides everything. I think it's a more well-rounded March because it's so much tankier. But honestly, you're running Arthur secondary. That's so much damage. You don't need it to be well-rounded. You just want to run the damage up as high as you can. And I think Huo provides more of that with the rapid-fire skills and stuff.
Part of that is just a relief for the players that already have Nevsky and don't want to have to go out and max another commander, right? Like, that's the benefit to a video like that, as opposed to if you have every single maxed commander it doesn't necessarily mean that's what you're rolling with.
Yeah.
Oh, Maury's in the chat.
Oh, yeah. I was getting ready to say,
KVK
Maury's here. Yeah, ask him. Ask this guy right here. I'll just go ahead and tag
Maury?
him. There you go. Everybody tag Arcantos. That's Maury. Everybody go tag him and ask him.
Come on, boys, and tell us which pop 2293 is going in on. Be good.
Yes, Anthol Nevsky is still really, really good. Yes, agreed. I ran Joan on my alt. I ran Joan primary with Arthur, and it is fantastic. So there's some viability like all over the place. I think I did this wrong. Oh, no, I'm good.
Oh, wow. A guy named Santa just joined your Discord server.
Santa Chad, let's go. I still have
just
that.
Santa. It's the real Santa.
Oh,
for real.
Hey, listen, to be on the nice list, you got to start now. Like, people don't think about that until like November hits. And they're like, uh-oh, I got to get on the nice list. No, it starts now. Do things right.
Venom wants to get zeroed by you. Let's go.
You want to take it? You want to take an Attila rally?
Get in zone 5 right now. Go Venom.
Is he there?
He's just in your chat saying...
Yeah, migrate in, bud. To get zeroed.
I don't understand anything you say. Speak Turkish or turn on subtitles.
I can turn on subtitles for you. I think I've got them. Do I have them?
Yeah, you gotta turn on. If you can, you should, yeah.
I thought I did. Like, you can put the closed caption on. Or how do I turn on subtitles? I don't even know how to be honest.
He's gonna dox himself trying to turn on subtitles, guys.
No, I'm over here just, okay. Got this. Subtitles automatically. I guess
if Cortex was here, then he could speak Turkish.
Yeah, he could. Oh, yeah.
Did you know that Cortex is Turkish?
He is. People don't know that. He's a Turkish polar bear. Fadi, if that's how I pronounce your name, I really appreciate it, bud. I've got a lot of Turkish followers and people that follow the channel, people that are in game talking to me all the time. Tamir is one of the best. He's awesome. So love the Turks. Love the Turkish people. My guys. Ooh, can I get this guy? I think I can.
Günaydın. Günaydın. Apparently that's good morning in Turkish.
Oh, nice.
One of my favorite things is actually like meeting so many people from around the world in this game.
PTI is given he's given an archer clinic right now in chat. It's great. That's what I always tell players, because people are like, well, hey, archer gear, you can go with like the 2x2x2, 2 leadership, 2 KVK, and then 2 of the Dragon's Breath. PTI, I mean, you can't get better than his archer gear in all of these. He still runs 6-piece, and that's what a lot of archer mains do.
Can we see PTI's gear? Can he share his gear in a chat, and so you can show it on the stream?
Yeah, PTI, give it to me. This would be the guy. So here's PTI, okay? Monster fighter, good player. And this is the guy that actually rallied Baba, billion power player, and traded positive. So, and I was vindicated. I felt a sense of justification because I had always said, because I saw it happen. I saw Makote rallied a 500 million power player. This is like 2 years ago. I see it. And when he did, he traded positive. And you just have to have the reinforcements. And people were like, oh, you're going to get killed. You can't rally players over 300 million power. I was like, the hell you can't. You 100% can. So PTI ran up the rally on Baba and traded positive. And we just ran out of troops. He would have kept it going, but it was trading positive. It was wild. Where's it at? Did he send it to me? Ooh, look at Killy Willy. Good for him. Send it to me, PTI. I've got a video on that. That night that it happened. Oh, man. Mr. C just chilling in my Chatsky chat. I'm so excited about that. Peace, did you see me give him a shout out? I can't wait to talk to him about helping me with my Siege March that I may or may not be working on. PTI's always been an archer clinic. He is. I mean, he's the guy. Did he leave? Somebody get in his account. Somebody send it to me. Oh, look at Josh. Josh is rolling up some decent stuff. Let's go. Let's go. Killy Willy's putting the hunter on that stuff. Okay.
Did you happen to watch Cortex's stream the other day when his in-game chat got raided?
Oh, he's awesome.
Oh my gosh. I laughed so hard watching his stream. It was hilarious. Hilarious. Literally an hour of his stream. Maybe not an hour. Him scrolling, trying to delete people.
That's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. So, if people don't know, Cortex has got a fun little chat in-game. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Rise of Cortex. And this is the second chat. The first chat he originally had got invaded and got trolled. And a lot of people got invited to it, putting up some crazy stuff. And it happened live on stream when Cortex was chilling. Oh, you got to go back and watch it. Sent you on Discord. Okay, gotcha. So I hope that doesn't happen to me. I'm sure it will one day. Somebody will jump into my chat and start doing stupid stuff. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here, we'll save this and show everybody. It'll be good. It'll be good. Yes, Maury was... it was so funny. Maury was... he was coordinating the Baba rally, if you will. And that's not easy to do. That's like really, really hard to do. Oh, man. Let's see here. I'll take this, do this here, do this. I am gotta say, I am so impressed with myself sometimes. Oh, actually being able to do some of this stuff. Okay. So this is PTI's main Archer stuff. Tier 5 everything. Everything you can get. The gloves you're not really too worried about. That's what he uses mainly to rally. But he also has the 2x2. He's got to get that helmet critted. But this is how Archer players run a 2x2. They run the chest and the gloves, and then they run the leadership legs and boots for the stat swap for health. And then they run the KVK stuff up here. So that's how PTI runs it. So he's got 2 sets that are just cracked. Holy.
So when he's rallying, does he swap in the leadership?
I don't think so. I think he sticks with the 6-piece set for the Archer health bonus.
Okay. And, well, I mean, I guess because he's just building towards those KVK pieces.
Yeah.
That'll be cracked once he gets that.
Are you PTI? You want to jump on voice real quick? You can tell us what you think. You didn't get in. Excuse me. You didn't get in trouble, Maury. We needed to drop a little power. It was good.
Oh, that was I was against it. I thought it was dumb. But you know what? Everybody got lucky because he had a horrible garrison. That's the only reason. You guys got so lucky. He had a horrible garrison. Like really bad.
Well, it wasn't awful. I mean, he had gear on it.
It was so bad.
It wasn't his best, but it's
Baba. Like,
well, here's what's crazy on the original, because there were 2 rallies, and the first one traded about even, but the first one traded about even, but the second one he changed gear, like to better gear, and it still wasn't amazing, but it was.
Think he changed gear, did he? I didn't think he was online.
No, 100% he was online. He would have taken 100 million power loss if he wasn't online. Didn't he poured out? I think he did. We canceled and he poured it out.
He got online and poured it out because he was dying so much, I thought.
Baba doesn't like to lose 32 million power on a city rally.
He got under a bill on that rally. But it was just for hospital. But people are asking how to join your in-game chat. You need to contact Evergreen, and he'll do a thorough interview and background check.
Evergreen is the purveyor of the chat.
I don't know if he actually wants to be, but at this point, it's just what.
Oh, he's the one that set it up. Like, Chatsky, you need to do a chat.
Okay.
I was like, I do? He's like, yeah. Oh, here, hold on, PTI. Let's get you in here. I need to give you some rolls. This guy. Oh, man. There we go. There we go. There's my guy. Okay, PTI. First of all, I guess the question is, you have those two different sets. When you get the KVK helmet critted for archers and you work that tier stuff, will you change to run kind of the 2v2v2 setup?
I mean, I think we'll test it, right? I mean, the 6-piece Dragon's Breath is pretty OP, right?
It's
I've
awesome.
got the Health Archer skin, so I kind of want, the damage, you know what I mean? But we'll try it out when I get the helmet and the weapon to level 4 or 5. But I won't do that. That'll take a little while, right? I mean, I've got a lot of prints, but I just need materials, so. You with me?
Yes, I am with you. Do you still have that?
I'm mainly working on another set for garrisons, right? Just in case, because I think, with the archer gloves and the pants and the legs, that could be really cool with like mixed troop.
I did see on some testing in Specco Simulator, CY Gorgo, or it might be Gorgo CY. I think it'll be more for Mori. A Gorgo CY. Of course, you got great infantry stuff too. It might be as much of a counter as you can get to the Subutai rally. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
I mean, are they running that with mixed troops, or are they run it with an artifact, or how are they running that?
I think they on the sim, it's just obviously pure infantry, but I think you can run it with mix because Gorgo and CY, it's not, you want to be heavy infantry, but I think you can run them mixed. But you got to be an artifact KVK. That's how you have to do it.
Yeah.
146 likes. Let's go, y'all. Run up the likes. Also, be sure to subscribe. I did see a stat where about 40%, 45% of my viewers on videos and streams are not subscribed. So come on, y'all. Doesn't cost you anything. And you get a big thank you from me. So we got Maury in the chat. We got PTI, who got dragged into a little bit of leadership here. Peace and I still hang out on the fringe of leadership.
Oh, I'm not on the fringe. I'm on the bleachers, just yelling stuff from the sidelines. That's what I am.
That's a foul. Come on, ref.
Come on, Maury, you can do better than that. That's me on the sidelines.
Let's talk about these pops. Because I'm kind of.
Does anybody have that list of
I'm kind of ready to go
all
here.
Open to register? I saw it. Somebody posted on the Discord. Let me find it.
Yeah, so I mean, 1093 could register. I think 1606 could register. Right? Somebody said 1903 registered for Warriors.
Ooh. We got some friends in
So,
1903.
2377 is going through their debate, right? So, I mean, it could be, you could see like a Warriors, 1093, 1903, 1606, 2377. That could be lit.
Yes, it could.
But I don't know.
There's no competition. Thanks for the $5 super chat, buddy. Appreciate you. Can I send you my archer setup in comparison for PTI? I've always wondered if I could rally for Imperium Kingdom. Sure, send it my way. We'll look at it.
Apparently, there is a competition. There is no competition. Apparently.
Competition? What do you mean?
I'd love to be part of that.
His name is There Is No Competition.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Oh, thank you. Just got that piece. It's still
2377 says they're going this pop. That's what 93T just said.
Yeah.
Where's your source? Check your source.
Well, the source is that poll that everybody put up in public chats. Like, that's what their kingdom voted for.
When they're doing these polls, though, does all the kingdom membership know the exact, like KVK you're signing up for? Sometimes I don't
They know
like
what they're
those
being
polls.
told.
I don't like these polls sometimes because the players don't always get all the information. So they're kind of registering under false pretenses. That's why I always like to do town halls often, because then you can actually have like a dialogue with membership about it instead of posting up things that without any context.
Oh, I think they got context.
How much power is 77 right now? Anybody know?
They're pretty big. They are cooking, y'all.
And we got 4 billion, 5 billion in 3 accounts, right? So yeah, it's gonna be nuts.
It's pretty nuts. They now, just so everybody understands, we were allied with 2377 in the KVK we just finished, and those guys were, first of all, they were great. They were a lot of fun to ally with, and they brought it. Holy jeez. You remember we're in Kingsland. We're at the north side of Kingsland. We're fighting 1718 and 3310, and 2377 was doing so well against 365, they had nothing to do. They just brought a murder ball up there and completely broke the back of our allies. We're like, thanks, guys. Thanks for the help. These siege towers are killing us. Oh, GG. Okay. Is this in the... where is it? Is this guy? Is what we got? You're in 1918? Yeah, that looks good. Looks really good. Where's your horn at? Can you get your horn to tier 5? A lot of people still subscribe to the dagger for rallies, which isn't at all that bad. But that's good, man. That's all really, really good. PTI would approve. Would you approve PTI? Can you see this?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So
It's really good.
that works.
You could 100% be a rally.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, you got good armaments too. So
what are we missing here? We're missing Unstoppable? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's good too. That'll work if you don't have Unstoppable. That is really, really good.
Is that the one where uplifting? Is that the spot where uplifting is,
yep,
Chad?
That's where you can get
that
uplifting.
That would be cool there, right? Yeah. On the rally where you get that 10% damage bonus if you don't have the Unstoppable.
Yep. I think it caps at 5% normal damage. Is dagger bad? I think that's what competition's asking.
I would never use it on a rally.
I mean, you've got it, so use it. But I mean,
we're
level 5. But I wouldn't start today and make a dagger for it. So, but
I think if we were doing a little mini review for you, we would just tell you, if you're going to focus on some equipment, try to get your horn critted into tier 5. That would be the one thing. And then you're Gucci. And I'm guessing he's working this. Instrument's just so hard to get the special inscription on. But yeah.
And all damage on your archers is
really good.
I would do that for sure.
4.25,
okay.
4.2% is
okay
really
if the health. It's okay if the health is low.
Look at this. I'm showing the archer love, y'all.
Maury commented in chat.
Yeah, competition. Your dagger's kind of useless against the swarm too. I mean, it's just taken. It's not when you're being hit, you're just doing that to the target. So on a swarm, it doesn't do anything.
Did you see what Maury wrote?
What did you write? This last KVK against 365 was essentially a test for our rallies and garrisons. We blew it out of the water, aka we did really well. I'm convinced that our RNG leads are at the pinnacle, leaving some Super Imperiums behind. Wow, that's a big statement, Maury.
I mean, it's true.
It is pretty
great.
True. I mean,
garrisons in 2293.
Yeah, that's kind of so people understand 2293. It's for the size of kingdom we are. We're not overwhelming in the field. That hadn't really been our game. It's more defensively set up, and the way Maury does it, the way we build, the way the leadership does it, the defensive game, the rally garrison game. That's our game. That's what we do really, really well. So I run the Cav stuff with Fluffy. Maury does the Imp stuff. He used to do it with Peace and Chisco's old account. But we've got some good infantry rallies and garrisons as well. And the PTI, of course, does the archer stuff with Prof. And yeah, we're set up. We're good. You'll go work on your horn. Yeah, I mean, but bro, you're good. You go rally with that 100%. Even in Imperium KVKs, you can rally with that.
100%. No, it's very good.
For armament minimum, use 10%, right? Oh, as far as the attributes go, Yeah, I mean, that's where you want to get. But when you get to a point to where you're grabbing all these special inscriptions, 10% is more of a luxury. He's getting the 10% with his common inscription here. So he's got defense, so he's running his defense up to 10%. He's got his attack over 10%. His health is down. The reason why the health is down is because the all damage is way up. So you got to calculate all damage as like times 2 health. That's just an easy way to say it. It may not be not quite that much. It all depends on the commanders and the gear and all that stuff. But you go times 2 health here. That's like 8% health. So that's like really, really good. Al, good to see you, man. Al, what KVK are you going into? Are you guys taking the pop right now? That's a conversation we're having. Your all damage is great, competition. Your all damage is really good. So you can go either way, health or all damage. For infantry, health is much more important than it is for archers. You guys are able to grab some health out of some other attributes and commanders and things like that. So you're good. Keep the 4.2% all damage. That's awesome. That's amazing.
Buenos dias, mi amigo.
Ah, buenos dias.
I'll have them.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. Somebody is asking if you're going to play in a lower seed KVK. They don't know what your ult.
My ult's in a lower seed KVK. I'm sitting in a C and D seed. My ult's running up the KP over there. It's great. Those are always fun. Armaments open, Esmeralda done? Yes, Suki. We got everything done. I got kind of wrecked in Esmeralda. I got 42 epic mats. So, gross. Kind of gross.
Oh, I have something for that. Are you ready?
What?
Are you ready for it?
Wah, wah. How did you learn how to do that? I need to know how to do that.
Come on, it's just your soundboard on this thing.
Competition, thank you for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate that. You're a pre-KVK. That's always an exciting time. Open everything you got.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what you need. You want me to open these? I guess I'll open these. Why not? Right? I'll just open one for now. Let's just see what we get.
I'll have them. Your Spanish ends there. That's funny. Who just joined? Somebody just joined.
Is that Cortex coming back? Where did he go?
Maybe just disconnected.
This guy. Oh, look what I just pulled. Did you guys just see that? I think I really need to. What's PTI? Are you just trying to troll me here?
PTI is using soundboard right now.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's what's happening.
What am I doing? Sorry.
It sounds like a war voice. Look at this, y'all. Sacred grips, Shios. Like, I need to make this stuff.
Seriously, is that you, PTI?
That's 100% you piece. 100%.
It is not me.
No, if PTI's doing it, he got a message from Ghost. Hey, mess with Chadsky's stream. Start throwing up all these different sound effects.
That's funny. Alhatham, are you excited for KVK?
Oh, he's got to be.
Do you know when you guys are going in? Is it announced yet? I'm not keeping up with things.
Well, their migrations literally just started like an hour ago, right? They could just now start accepting people into the kingdom.
Oh, really? Oh, we should go take a look and see if they
brought anybody in.
Yeah.
So here's my prints over here. My Ian's Choice. There you go. I've got 9 prints of that. I've got 7 prints of the Sacred Grips. GG. How many prints of Shios do I have? I only got 1.
It's been a year, Daddy. I really, really miss you.
Oh
is
my gosh.
that?
This guy. I gotta mute them both.
Is it Cortex doing that?
It has to be Cortex.
But he's not even on.
That's definitely Cortex. I'm not doing anything. So.
I can't see you doing that.
Cortex isn't even on, so like I don't. The worst part is that we're such boomers, we wouldn't even know if some things are wrong.
We wouldn't even know. Al, nothing official, but very soon. Hey, Al, can you confirm the situation that we have with migration? Did it just start? I think it did. think it did. Let me see here. Takes my game just a second to load up. There we go. Oh, look at.
Oh, it is Cortex.
It has to be Cortex.
I just DM'd him. I'm like, is that you? That's funny because I thought it was PTI. I'm sorry, PTI.
Are you?
I should have known. But PTI is kind of silly, though. He does funny jokes, too. So
I do, but I don't know. The soundboard, I don't even know. I turned that thing off.
Because you're a boomer, too. That's why.
Oh, my gosh. Look at Pika's Farms chilling in GT. Definitely trying to get some credits going in AE right now. There's all of our favorite people. Will, Rolex, Pikachu. Moles sitting in R4. Oh, it's all going downhill with Moles. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Prodigy. I don't know if they... I have no idea if they've got the new migrants rolling in or what. I don't know.
Brother, migration starts 1st of February.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too.
Are you sure? So how are they supposed to go into the KVK now?
Because you can register before your KVK ends now.
You can register, but you can't. They wouldn't get a migration in. That's the problem.
You get 1 day or 2 days or something for migration after you leave, and then you enter the KVK again.
Ah, I got you.
You got my.
But they're not gonna do that KVK anyways, right? Because that February 3rd pop is that February 3rd pop is that kind of falls on Ramadan for the fighting days. So they're not gonna do that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea. How did you start all those? What is going on here? Oh my gosh. I'm just now seeing the chat. You guys pulling up.
What chat?
What chat?
The Discord chat you got, where Cortex was doing his funny little sound effects.
Oh,
okay.
He admitted to it. I'm afraid to press some of the options I have on here because they're from other servers, and I don't know if they're appropriate or not.
Yeah, I need to be. I'm being careful because I have some ones that are definitely not safe for stream.
Oh man. Okay. Did you just see what I pulled on my? I got Sacred Grips and Chios on my 134 gold keys. Let's go.
Good, but you
got
also will
Chios out
never
of gold
use
keys?
it.
How'd you do that, you cheater?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I can't do anything with it. I mean, where's my? These ones are tier 5. These ones are tier 5. So what am I gonna do? Make another one?
Like how Frederick says Cortex is innocent, but Cortex just always seems innocent.
Yeah, he's like a ghost right now. He's jumping in and out of chats. Connor, hey Chad, do you think that LC Alex is still good in the open field? Yeah, it's fantastic. It's absolutely phenomenal. It is really, really good. You think Ragnar YSG is better than Ragnar 5511 Philip? Probably. 960, think they could match 2377. I mean, 960 is not even out of KVK, so no recovery. They didn't have much of a KVK, to be honest. 2377 has been chilling for some time now. No, Suki, this is first pop for 2377. They just got out. So 960 is 2 cycles behind him. But there's no telling. I think that's what everybody wants to see. And I think that's what, honestly, the Kingdoms are probably geared up for. So, let's see here.
That's kind of why I wish you could have a game mode where 2 kingdoms just queue up against each other. Some sort of abbreviated map and a 1 week long KD game. Head to head. It'd be so fun.
I'm showing Arthur up here Because he's that good. This guy. He is that good. Let's see here. What else do we have?
Do you have 2 greatest glories? One for calves and one for imp? Or
Maybe.
are they both crit?
Maybe.
Jeez.
I think they're both crit and both tier 5. Yeah. So I got that one for.
Oh, Andy throwing it down for 960 in the chat.
Oh, okay, Andy. Keep it civil. Nah, I think he's just trying to give some context.
No, he's keeping it civil. He's just giving us some context.
Andy, 100%. I agree with you there, buddy. And what's up, y'all?
No
Al probably wouldn't got Andy like Al's like, I don't want to answer any of these questions. Andy, get in here. Get in here and answer these questions.
I got him to take all the decorations in the city down, Chillville.
No, they're still sitting up here. Look at these things.
It was a mess.
Here, I'll take them. I'll take them.
Decorations are just a mess.
I'll take them down. There goes. I got to take the Christmas decorations down. It is January 21st, so time to take the Christmas decorations down. Oh, sad day. We need to get some spring decorations going. Good to see you, Andy. You're in KVK3 right now, and you're looking for the future of the account. Thinking off accessories. What is the first accessory I should get? My main is a William Moss Luce. Honestly, the easiest, best first accessory you should get is Greatest Glory. I mean, it's easy. You can get that in the egg event. You get that multiple places. You can get plenty of prints for that. You don't have to wait for KVK. Like, it's really, really good. And then you can kind of work ring from there. Maple's back. Good to see you. Oh, Chinese New Year. Yeah, I think I've got some Chinese New Year decorations, decors. Greetings from 3451. ATA, good to see you, man. You look like a whale without those. Greatest Glory is just easy to get. That's why I love it, man. That's why I freaking love it. And since Delta is enhanced by normal damage of all types, that's Delta. That's combo attack. So yeah, it's good. You know what I think is going to happen with the Subutai rally? I think that this Delta formation stuff, when I'm going full damage and I run Attila Subutai, you run this. And then when it's going to be a pretty nasty environment, if you will, just put the normal damage on. You won't do this. The normal damage enhances, obviously, your normal damage. I don't think that's going to do better against the garrison than the Delta. I think actually it's going to do considerably worse. However, you want to make Attila even pricklier? You throw all this stuff on there. And then you go tell me like, oh, Attila Subutai Swarm. Okay. I dare you. Yeah, and Paul, you're right. If nothing else, everybody has a Luce mark. Just put the Greatest Glory on. And it's just good. It's just really, really good. Is Philip worth it? I'm pairing with Asher because Philip extra cast, also cast Asher's expertise. Is that worth it? Yes. True noob. That is, you have Archer players literally saying Ash Philip is the second best Archer march. So it is like literally in the meta as an Archer march. So you're referencing the expertise on Ash. This is really, really good. Now it's a roulette sometimes, but these can stack. So they can stack with one another. They can't stack on top of itself. Like attack can't stack on attack, but it can stack on health, and that can stack on defense. And if you're doing the extra cast from Philip, then yes, it's awesome. Plus Philip, when he runs one troop type, you want to run him ideally with archers because you get the health. So that's an amazing Archer march. And a little secret: if you're running Ash with Philip, you do your presets, you want to put one T1 cav in it. Okay, because when you do, to run to the fight, you're going to get an extra 50% march bonus for the two different troop types. Now, the second you hit something, that T1 cav is going to die. and you're back to having 30% all damage bonus. Yes, 100% Ash Phillip is the second best archer March, bro. Hands down. Like, it's not even an argument. Yes. I have 2 full credit sets for archers. I've run archers. My best friends in the game are archer mains, and PTI and Cortex will both tell you Ash Phillip is the second best archer March. 100%. But it makes it look like an integration march. Yeah, it does make it look like an integration march, which is actually better. I guess people don't think it's an archer march when they see the icon. Like here, let me show you here. Of course, now people are hip to it. They're aware. They know that if you run, you know, a second troop type, even just like a single troop, just to mask the where is my guy? There he is. Just to mask the archer march. They know it's archers, so they're gonna hit it anyway. So you do this, you run this with one of these, and this thing that's like the fastest archer march you'll ever see. It zooms. There you go. There's your integration. Did 93 have a migration chill well? Are you talking about 2293 or 1093? 1093 had a big one. And I think we just had one. We got most everybody in. What is the most powerful inscription from the courier shop? That's a good question. Balanced is really good. So, let's see. Where's the balance? There it is. Balance is really good. The damage resistance is awesome. And then you get, obviously, 8% more skill damage on the main, on your primary commander, which is great, right? If you're a rally or garrison, this for your Gorgo and your CPO Emilianus, any kind of arch formation, this is broken. This is the best thing you can get. And in the field, it's great too. When you turn and hit marches that are already low health, low HP, as far as their troop count goes, this goes into effect immediately. It's really, really good. So those are the 2 best, I would say. If you do run Echelon, this is kind of broken as well, because the 25% or 25 rage for up to as many marches as you're buffing is kind of broken. I'm playing around with that right now. I've got that. And then Steel Skin from Delta is really, really good as well, because you can run the 1.5%. You can stack that up to 7.5%. 7.5% less damage. 7.5% damage taken mitigation is kind of nuts, because you already have a 2% baseline for damage resistance. Now you got to remember, resistance is so much better than less damage, right? There's, hey, you take 2% less damage. Then there's, hey, you have 2% damage resistance. Resistance is like boost for enhancements, whereas less damage is like bonuses. So the damage resistance, that happens at the back of the equation, so it's really, really good. You don't need march speed to escape from your teammates. No, you don't. No, you don't. For Murder Ball, Joan Arthur, Nevsky Arthur, if you're running cab 1 march. Let me see here. I can't remember. Here's kind of my setup and what I did. I put the, this is on the mini account or my alt account. And so I put the artifact on Arthur. I ran him behind Ragnar, and it did some crazy work. But you can see Joan Arthur up here. The sample size is not very big, and I was running it towards the end of Zone 5, so it had pretty favorable setups to trade well. And then my Nevsky Arthur was down here. Now, this was face tanking and doing it in the hard way. But I think a Joan Arthur might be probably better in the field than a Nevsky Arthur. I think they're both great. And those numbers I just showed you are a little bit skewed because I was running Nevsky Arthur when the fighting was really, really hard. When we were doing a bunch of murder ball stuff, and it was really, really difficult. So, but I think they're both good. You could run either one. Joan Arthur is definitely a glass cannon. 100%. Yeah. You get caught, you're going to get melted. But yeah, I would try out both. Honestly, I'd do both. And try to do both in the same type of settings. Like if you got a territory fight like going on outside your city right here and it's lasting for an hour, do 30 minutes of Joan Arthur and do 30 minutes of Nevsky Arthur. See what works better for you. Because it also depends on your playstyle. That's what's so interesting about Arthur and his pairings is that, some players might love him with Joan and keeps it out of trouble and it trades really, really well. Some people might love him with Nevsky, like me, because I face tank. Some people might love him with Huo. And so you've got all kinds of different ways to do that. A lot of people like running Arthur with Huo or Nevsky because they like to break up the AoE commanders. Like you run a Huo Joan and a Nevsky Arthur, or you run a Huo Arthur and a Nev Joan. That's kind of how they do it. So, Tom, good to see you, man. We are chilling. We opened up some armaments. We got to 9,000 subscribers in this stream, so appreciate everybody for hanging out. Mia, you did not. Of course you did. This guy. That is so good. Oh, it's so good. Thank you, Mia. I appreciate that. That's the best super chat you could ever give me. Ragnar Scipio or Ragnar Lu or Scipio Lu. Ragnar Luce is the best infantry march you can put on the field. If you have unlimited everything and you are only using one infantry march, Ragnar Luce is the jam. You run CPO Prime with Ragnar, and it was my best march all KVK long, 88, until Arthur came out. Yeah, this is Andy. You can see that at the top. Well, okay, the one at the very top, it only had 4 million kills. That's an outlier. So the CPO Ragnar, it honestly just ran out for like two rounds. But if you look down a little bit, where is it? Where is my Ragnar with Philip did 2.27. That's awesome. My CPO with Philip did 1.52. I think that was in heavier fighting. So they're both trading really, really well. But on my main, my Ragnar CPO was like right there with my Wallace Lu. Like it was crazy how well that thing traded. As a weird Cav purist, how idiotic would it be to dismantle a set of Cav equipment going for archery equipment? Oh, bro. That's like a record scratch. That's literally a record scratch question. Whoop. ATA, how many Cav marches are you running? That's, I think, the question. Don, your Philip is getting focused? Of course it is. Nev Joan, Hua William, Arthur Philip, that would be pretty good. But I'd put the belly out there. Take William off there. PTI, everybody should focus Cavs now first. Oh. Don, if you have Philip, if you're not going to run a primary, yeah, put him behind somebody. Don't run him primary. You're running 4 at the moment? Well, you can run 4. You're going to have to pull an XY or Justinian to run 4, but you can do it. Or even a Mina.
Chad, when you get a minute, Irish just put up the most hilarious meme of you in the meme channel on Discord.
No. If you guys want to join my Discord, the Discord link
funny.
Is at the top of the chat. It's also in the description. We've got oh God, here we go.
You used the word typering yesterday.
I know. Did you like my word?
God.
Guys, it was taking me too long. I was typering. You literally can run 7 cap marches if you're dedicated, especially in an artifact KVK. 100%. I've seen it. Speaking of which, where's Saz? Where's that account at? My old buddy Saz from 254. What Saz? I think Saz was part of Squad. Speaking of Cortex and Squad. Dawn, Cordova, and Philip is getting tested in 2 hours. Let's go. Also, this week, don't we have an altar fight on Thursday, Peace? On our mini account? Let's go.
Yeah.
That'll be
I
fun.
believe so. I mean, is Evergreen on?
So we'll stream that on Thursday. That'll be a lot of fun.
I don't know if we're getting a fight, but
Or is that tomorrow? It might be tomorrow.
pray to the rock gods. Hold on, let me check the schedule.
I think we're 100% getting a fight. Yeah. Monosaur. Okay. Where's it at? Yeah. Oh, it's at 960? The SAS account? Ooh.
The 24th at 15:16.
Look,
That's not tomorrow.
That's the 24th. That's Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm practicing what I preach. I'm in Home Kingdom. I'm chaining barbs. Get wrecked.
Jeez. Disgraceful.
YSG is good. Trust. Yeah, Deltsy. YSG is definitely serviceable. Trust. He is definitely serviceable. His museum relics are so freaking OP. Like, it's wild. Oh! I lost my chain. What's going on here? Gee. Golly. Oh, target rich. Yes, you're dying to fight Water Camp. Oh yeah, Dukes, we're gonna fight you guys. That'll be fun. There's your confirmation piece. We forget our little community we built with our channel and everything has everybody. Dukes Fury's actually in that camp. Okay, great. Let's go fight. XY Nev. Joan Belly. Okay, like that. Huo William. Arthur Attila. Let's go. That's the 4 calves I'm running. Ooh, you could also run Arthur with Philip if you want to. And then if you do have an artifact, you might just leave Attila with Arthur. And like go put freaking YSG behind, Huo and move William behind Nevsky or something. Like, Huo YSG is a thing. It's like a big thing. Like, the 960 guys are the ones that ran that stuff, and it's crazy. Dan, YSG's best expertise. He has a circle AoE when he's got expertise. It's kind of a big deal. I like this. When I'm in Home Kingdom, I don't even have Huo max, so he's not getting the full benefit of the heal. But he still stays alive forever. It's great. Huo YSG eats. It does. Always expertise YSG. 183 likes. Thank you, Dukes. What commanders should I get during KVK1? All of them. You just started playing this game? YSG, 100%. YSG is the number 1 commander for KVK1. In fact, he's kind of broken. I was working with Nathan Peace on his account, and he had some marches at the pass. He was just kind of pass fighting a little bit. He throws me and a YSG out there, and it was just slaying everything. I mean, like he's like he's like a T4 max tech, and he's just out there hitting 15 and 20 million power accounts, and it's that's awesome, just crushing everything. I love how started a new account right when I saw that. Like, let's go back to K1 and let's go have some fun.
We keep bringing it up. We're just going to do it one of these days. I think what I love about the 300 Club is there's such a mix of players in there. Like, you have some like really older, experienced players and some really young players. That it's kind of fun to see everybody chit-chatting and talking, sharing things. It's actually kind of a cool little club. I like it.
Speaking of club, Costas is in the club. This 1 day rest between pre-KVK and entering Lost Kingdom and King of All Britain is painful.
Oh, it is awful.
I could be chaining right now. Yes, you could.
Although when you're a Diplo, back in the day, you used to be doing Diplo and killing barbs. Oh, wait, or are you talking about the day rest between entering? Yeah, okay, that there's that too.
Yes.
But the Diplo used to be that you would find out the map and immediately start going into Marauders. So I remember always being like, I'm trying to kill Marauders, but I have to be in my chats for Diplo. But now they do a 1 day between those two. But yeah, that 1 day before Lost Kingdom is brutal.
Mia, Sun Tzu is like kind of broken as a KVK1 commander. He is so awesome. If you're gonna max a legendary, get YSG. If you're gonna max an epic, get Sun Tzu. If you're gonna spin in the game, get Mina. Mina will give you service for many years to come. You fight with Mina in K1 and 2. You can even put them with some of these higher power SOC commanders and get away with it. But you're gonna run forts with Mina forever. Does Ragnar need attack gear because he doesn't have any attack stats? Not necessarily. No, I just never run attack gear on Ragnar. Or on any infantry. I would never run attack gear. They just, infantry trades better and does better with as much defense as you can get. You can do attack a little bit if you need to. Maybe to do a 6-piece set or something. Can I chain my way all the way through this? I know that's what you guys are here for. You're here for a Tuesday morning chaining session.
Yeah, I feel like if you could just do the barb chaining, but also talk like you were Bob Ross doing it. Oh, here's a happy little barb over here. We're just going to give him a
pretty little barbs over here. I'm in the middle of these fluffy trees right here. Got good pigmentation on the trees as this barb hits me. Nice. Oh, that's so sweet of him.
Hopefully the chat knows who Bob Ross is. Otherwise, that's not funny. You know what? My 6-year-old started watching Bob Ross. She wakes up in the morning and she watches Bob Ross painting. I don't know what has happened, but
that's
it is a thing.
That is so awesome. Look at this. I got a whole line of guys. Can I get all these? Oh, can I get all these? Okay, I'm going to let this fire off. Okay, and then I can come over here now because it's higher level. I'm going to get all these. Let's go. People are like, are you in KVK? No, I'm in Home Kingdom chaining, y'all. Chatsky, why do you chain? I'm going to show you why I chain here in just 1 second. After I get done with this, I'm going to show you how many.
Over 9K subs. That is impressive.
It's so cool.
Who would have thought?
You're an old guy? Competition? Yes, Bob Ross. So soothing. So soothing. Got this nice little cluster of barbs here. Let's just continue to work our way down.
Okay, that's funny. You guys gotta go and Google Bob Ross if you haven't watched one of his videos.
Oh, he's incredible. He's so incredible.
So good.
He got taken from us. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be able to get all these. Let's go. 9K, yeah, 9K subs. Like, I didn't know that many people even knew who I was. God.
Now they do.
Yeah.
Bless their hearts.
Who do I chain with in K1? Well, in K1, if you don't have YSG expertise with the circle AoE, you chain with Ethel. It's really, really hard to do. It's a little bit more
finicky,
challenging, but you can do it. Ethel is a good one to chain with. Ooh, I'm afraid I'm going to kill this 33 before I can get him over to the 31.
Yep. Oh, sadness.
Oh, unless I can fire off. Yeah, no, wait, I got a chance. Oh, I got a chance. Let's go. Now, if you're chaining, everybody knows this from chaining, you don't want to walk into the flag. That's happened so many times in chaining. Oh, can this guy stay alive? Oh, I got him! Yes! Oh, I'm set up stupid now. I can't get to this 35. Okay, so I'm going to show you why I changed here in about 2 seconds. Let me get all these guys killed, and then we're going to go through it. So I'm in Home Kingdom. And just recently, they changed the level of barbs in Home Kingdom up to 40 is the level that they go to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chain. Okay? So that's 10 minutes of speed ups. That's 40 minutes of speed ups. So we're at 50. No speed ups there. Got some materials. Oh, that's nice. We're at 60 minutes of speed ups. 69. 69 minutes of speed ups. Oh, there's 45. So we're at 100 and... What is that? 104 minutes of speed ups. We're at 113 minutes of speed ups. And what is that? 113. So now we're at 121. We're at 129. And plus 35 is 129 plus 35 is 164. 164 minutes of speed ups. So in that one little chain I did, I got 3 hours of speed ups. A 3-hour speed up. So that's why you chain. That's
TBF,
why you
man.
chain.
TBF.
Do what? TBF, to be fair?
No, I said something else, but I'm not spelling it out for you. I could not be, yeah.
You can't be messed with?
No, you can't. You couldn't pay me to go and spend that time, mind-numbing time doing that.
Well, it's just something you gotta do. This is the way to do it. Now concentrating to go get, 10 or 11 on the hook is not easy. But you get a thing like this for 3, you just go hit this 39 one, you pull him and try to get them both, and then you just leave. You're good. So you try to average 3. That's kind of the idea.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart. I always used to be very annoyed when Chadsky would say, bless your heart. I feel like it's very condescending. So now I do it all the time to him just to dish it back, right?
Yes. What were you saying? You're the only guy I know with 2 million gems at chains? No. I promise you. Everybody chains. If we still have Andy in here, you can ask him. You got players like Addy and Baba chaining. Like everybody chains. Like everybody who...
If you're not chaining and you're a high level player like that, you're not being very efficient with your account, right? Like you're missing out. It's like leaving money on the table. You're wasting money and you're...
I gotta get this 38. I gotta get him. I think I can get him.
If you put this much time investment into the game like Chad does, it's kind of silly not to.
It's kind of like if you're going to put the investment financially into the game and you're going to be a 200 million power player and be kind of a massive whale, kind of a little mini Kraken, if you're going to put that much money into the game or more and you don't chain to go grab speed ups, to go fight in KVK, because that's why you're that big, so you can go fight your freaking face off. It's like owning a Ferrari and never washing it. Like you got to put the work in. Like it's not just an investment in the account. You just got to put the work in. That's just how it works. It's free stuff. Like why wouldn't you want free stuff? Mia, thank you. I mean, Mia can attest to this. Arvex is one of the biggest accounts, multiple accounts all over RoK. Arvex chains on every one of his accounts, every single one of them.
I think that's one of the reasons when you're in a competitive kingdom, even quasi-competitive, your top fighters, like people like Chad, are doing everything they can to get the edge. And every event, they're chaining. So when you do, I have nothing against free to play. Let me just do this disclaimer. But if you are a lower power player, you don't spend, I really think the game does offer a lot of things to make up for it in terms of chaining and doing all the events. But when you're not the type of person that's putting in that effort, I think it's really hard to turn around and not feel some frustration from the other players that are putting in the effort. Like it's not just money, it's actually time as well. So there, I'll get off my soapbox, but I think that does cause problems in Kingdoms sometimes.
This player, Fluffy, we all know him. He wasn't voted actually. This was like what Lil picked based on stats and all the stuff. He was awarded the 2024, you got his little avatar here, Fighter of the Year. He's got 63 billion kill points. He's 410 million power, and I guarantee you right now, we can go search the map, and he's got 3 marches out here chaining somewhere, 100%. So
yeah, and
oh, here's Al. Okay, Al, how big's your account now, Al? Like 600 million, 700 million. Al's like cracking, and he's chaining nonstop. So if you ever needed verification, this actually turned into a really good stream with the chat where players are realizing, like, holy cow, there's these guys that are such high power. They don't just throw money at the game. They actually play the game. Yeah, we play the hell out of it. Any advantage we can get. If we're spending that much money on the game, why on earth would we not chain to get more free stuff? You know, PTI chains.
I will say this. Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I will say this: that the players that are really high power and don't chain, I find you usually see it in their end results in a KVK because they're not really putting in the time and effort like some of these other guys, like Chad and Fluffy and Al. So
here's
the
Al.
edge.
Here's Al. Is it? So Al typically, I'm only going to guess, bro, you've got like a whole bunch of your all heroes. So Al's typically a 200, 300, 400 million power player, right? Highest power, 300 million. Okay. This guy chains all the time. So, you know, that like not all whales and krakens are just stubborn people that throw money at the game and don't give a shit about their account. They actually work hard.
Some kill points on that. Got some kill points on that account.
Yes, Al is a monster. Yes, consider buying AP to chain. So when we get closer to KVK, because you get more value for the crystals that you get. Like I don't have a ton of AP, as you can see here. So what I will preload my AP, I will literally spend gems and preload up to 200 or 300,000 action points because I can preload with the gems, and I'll do that a couple of weeks before we go into KVK, and you preload those gems to where you just chain nonstop in KVK. So because it's just so much more AP when you hit each bar. Like right now I can chain kind of nonstop in Home Kingdom because it's like, you know, it's like 40 AP per bar. So cut troops if killing too quickly. You have a healing secondary. Oh, what PTI still doing his Archer Clinic in the chat?
I like what Mia said. Did you see that? Owning a Ferrari and never filling it up with gas.
That's pretty much what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Like you can't own an account. You can't have an account this high of power and having all the things on it, all the gear, all the things, and you look up and you run out of speed ups. And even though you can gem speed ups, that can be limited. And so, let's see, I've got like 8 sets of gear here. But the point is, like, yes, like you run out of speed ups, you're out of gas. Like you can't, your Ferrari's just going to sit in the garage. You can't do anything. You're out of speed ups. So you're all in for the PTI Archer Clinic. That might be a stream we have to do. Piece.
Great idea.
That's a great
I'm
idea.
gonna note that.
Like I need to overcome this perception of me as being an Archer hater. I need to grab PTI. You know, what other Archer player could I grab? See Will? Grab Cortex. Sit down and talk about Archers. Talk about all the commanders, all the gear, what to do, how to do it, what combinations, all that stuff. PTI is part of our 300 club and on our Discord server. So he's also a great source in there too, because he'll help out and answer questions and do whatever in our Discord. So please join the Discord. That link is in the description at the top. Mia says I run 3 Archers. Oh God, here we go. I can't do it. I can't do it. What do we got? We got a cluster anywhere over here. Plus, I like chaining in Home Kingdom because not a lot of people do it, and you can just find so many barbarians, so many.
We hope so. Rohid, 77 versus 60. That would be. Oh, that would be great.
That'd be awesome. It'd be so. Where am I walking? Do I have to walk around? Oh God, got that stupid river. Oh, here's Irish. Irish is doing it wrong. There we go. We're calling Irish out. Don't take these, Irish.
Uh-oh, that'd be so funny if Irish snipes your
No,
hard flag on stream.
Irish just got to the kingdom. Okay, Irish is one of our recruits, and Irish is he does leadership. He does a lot of things. We need to work on his kill points. We got to get those going. Come on, bro.
It's a young account.
Super young account. I guarantee you, he didn't even have probably some of these commanders maxed at level 60. Super young account. We're at 189 likes. Yeah, let's get to 200 likes. Think about this business idea. Create a hard book, RoK guide for armaments and pairings, specific to each commander, and explain skill damage, normal damage, and smite damage. Okay, rock solid. That's a great idea. Oh, he is. Oh my gosh. Somebody get a hold of Irish. Hey, don't take that. Don't take that.
You really expect one of us to go and contact Irish for you?
No.
Bruh.
No. Typically he's on the streams. I'll come up here.
Maybe he is on the stream and he's doing it on purpose.
Okay, rock solid. I'll get right back to that. ATA, Chatsky, how much KP do you get on average per KVK? It depends on the type of KVK. If we get good fight, like last KVK, I got 4 billion kill points, but King's Land was like 12 hours, so it wasn't great. Typically a hard fought KVK, I can run it up on average, 6. I think 7 billion was my highest. But KVKs you don't fight, you're sitting at 3 to 4 billion if you get that. Ruz, good to see you. Did Esmeralda take all your money? Yes, it did. Okay, rock solid. Back to you. Thank you, John. Get stolen, noob. Irish is the chat's biggest fan right now. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate the help, buddy. But they did a thing in the game that I don't know if you became aware of. That they added this cool little, where's it at? No, it's not here. This cool little gameplay guide. Okay, it literally teaches you everything, your alliance features, your rallies, your garrisons, construction, buildings, building commands, damage type. It goes through melee and range damage, normal damage, the different types of normal damage. Okay, skill damage, direct damage, skill damage, additional damage, true damage. It goes through all this stuff. Like they have a guide for you now. Like Peace and I were coming up with the content ideas, and we were literally going to do a glossary or index on terminology, and we could still do that, but it was going to be more of a greater thing about how to teach players how to play the game, how to do attack march, how to cancel attack march, multi-select, do all the different things. But then the game put this out. It's like awesome for new players. Mm-hmm. It is awesome. And I
still think there's some benefit to some terminology that the game hasn't highlighted. War lead terminology. Actually, you know what it is? You need to do just a Chadsky glossary because nobody knows what you're saying half the time. It's your strange Southern American slang.
Oh, Blue, thank you for the gifted, buddy. Blue, speaking of 300 members, Blue's my guy. Yo! Blue is in the 300 chat, hanging out with us. He's awesome. Thank you for the 5 gifted, buddy. That's so cool, man. Competition, there you go. You got your gifted membership. Khalid, Dustin, Saba, Batman 300. Let's go. Yo! I like it. You're in. Jump into the Spartan membership. If you just got given a membership or gifted one, you make sure your YouTube account is tied to your Discord. And if it is, then you're immediately put into our Spartan chat that we have in there. You also have access to the Ask Chad Anything channel that you can ask me anything you want. At some point, I'm going to get to it. I do take priority for the Spartan memberships that are the 300 club level. So, Ruz, you should still make a video because text guide is nowhere near as good as actually visual game. Yes, good idea, Ruz. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, anchor rally. We say pin the rally or anchor it, either or. But that's a good example of, we've been to a lot of kingdoms where we pin a rally and then people don't know what it is, and so they'll leave the rally like think it's a mistake or something, or
they'll yell out, Chad, you got mixed troops in your rally. Well, yeah,
Chad, you got siege in your rally.
Yeah, that's the pin, bro. Oh, what is this guy doing? Come back. Golly. Josh is a part of the 300 Club membership. Yes, Josh, you are. Hold on. Let me put it up here just for everybody. We'll make sure we've got Josh up here. Just to make sure. There's Nathan, Mano, Sasuke, Blue, Costas. I got to put Swerve on there. Swerve's new. Nips, Solar, King Bob. There's our boy. There's your boy.
Yeah, Mia, that was really fun.
Josh is back.
KBK against 34. We had like 9 rallies pinned. It's awesome. And it's great strategy too. They don't know where you're going. We left, right, left, right, left them. Right, left, right. Yeah.
Left, right, left.
That's a Shaun the Sheep term.
Oh yeah. Oh, the sheep.
I think he was the originator of the left, right, left.
Oh no, Ruz is 100% going to take credit for that. He's in the chat.
Probably.
Ruz is like, no, that was me. Yeah, sure it was, Ruz. You walked too far? I did. See? I still have the same problems everybody else does. Josh is part of the club that keeps chat honest. Need more Joshes. Yes. Keep me down to earth. I'm the people's champ over here. I am as down to earth as it gets. I'm over here chaining. Up, down, left, right, cheat codes? Yes. Yes, that's Contra. That is not Grand Theft Auto. That's Contra.
What's Contra?
Contra is one of the most famous original Nintendo games. It had a cheat code at the beginning of the game. While it was going through the opening animation scene, on your little controller, you go up, up, down, left, right, BA, start. And when you do, you start the game with 30 lives instead of 4.
Oh, you really sound like a nerd.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. What do I got over here? Let's run this out, y'all. This is part of the fun part of streaming. I mean, there ain't nothing going on. There's no fights. We'll get into fights later. We got altar stuff coming up on the channel, but sometimes it's good to just, hey, I typically don't stream on a Tuesday morning for where I'm at, and it's cool because we get to chill and kind of answer questions, and I might as well just stream while I'm doing it. Hooksy, good to see you. Up, down, left, right, BA start. Irish, you literally, yes, you're doing it wrong, bro. Don't ever do that. You either, no. Irish, you know better. You either chain or you go do rallies. You don't go send out a bunch of freaking low-harb Boudica Ethels to go kill barbs. That is totally
That's
deficient.
what I do. That's what I do.
No, it's totally deficient.
I got a life.
Yo! No fights, you say? Start a civil war? Yes. Let's just go. Let's get after it. Chasky, don't mind me asking, what country are you from? You have a Caribbean accent. I do? Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Oh.
Wow.
I'm from the States. God. I'm about as American as it gets. But I'm one of the good ones. I'll just say that. ATA, welcome to the Spartan membership, bro. Welcome. Make sure your YouTube membership or your YouTube account is tied or connected to your Discord. If it is, you're gonna get in the Spartan channel. It'll be fun. Peace chooses violence. Hey F, good to see you. I'm down. Everyone bring 30, 20K marches and a duel to the death. Winner gets 100 million gold. That sounds great. I'm gonna bring Constantine Shazar, and I'm gonna outlast everybody. I am opposite of Jamaican accent. Definitely not Jamaican. Bro sounds straight up like a Texan. It's close. I'm not a Texan. He's from Tennessee, the capital of the Dominican Republic. Oh, I think this guy's I bridged too far. I don't think he's gonna get to me. I'll have to go hit him again. Yep. All right, bro. Come back. Oh, we're gonna do this thing? Okay, well that's his limit. If that's his limit, then I gotta go over here and hit this guy. Or wait. Can I get him here?
Just if I could have a moment to encourage people in the Discord to go ahead, and if you'll notice there's a video ideas section of the Discord. I actually take a look through there and I add it to our list, and we have weekly meetings and we go through the list, and
Yep.
sometimes we choose things from the list of ideas that people put in there. So
100%.
feel free to add your ideas.
I am. Can I tease a piece for tomorrow? Everybody was asking
Yeah.
about it. I am doing I'm doing my armament tier list for Delta tomorrow. Let's go. Get wrecked, nerds. And now that I'm jacking around with Echelon, I might have to do it with Echelon too.
What about Hollow Square? The Hollow Square, I feel like we're just all missing out. Like, what's going on?
Hollow Square. Oh, guys. I mean, it's an easy one for me, and I know Hollow Square really well because I ran it. Bring Shajar Cleo and outlast you. Yes. Whoever's the last.
I think we need to do just one that has all the rest. Circle, Hollow.
Can't believe Barb turned his back on Chad. Maybe Chad will have luck chaining. He's actually Jamaican. Yes. I'm not going to attempt a Jamaican accent.
Please don't. Please don't encourage him to.
Now I can do my Forrest Gump accent if you want.
Oh my gosh.
Butterfly, steel skin. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty simple. But you got to have tiers and you got to rank them. For instance, here's just a little teaser. When you get into, okay, he's a smite commander, right? So all normal damage is like all damage to him. So 8% on Fearless is off the charts for him. That's like extreme. That's S++. That's extremely powerful. Okay. On the Delta, all right, in the same slot, you're Relentless. And if you look at the Codex, you get, Flurry, you get 8% combo attack damage dealt. Well, that's not near as powerful as Fearless and the normal damage because that's just combo attack damage. Okay? So that doesn't work for counterattacks, doesn't work for basic attacks. So you have tiers. You have different values you put on it. So. Oh, Peace, I think I got to bounce out. It has been a fun stream. Appreciate you guys so much. 9,000 subs. I need to retitle this. I'm going to retitle it right now just so I can mark it. We're going to say 9K subs. Let's go. And is anybody streaming right now? Let me go look. Send you guys somewhere. And I got to cut. Oh, we got all kinds of stuff. Only Farmer is doing a podcast. Let's go to Only Farmer. Let's do that.
You raid podcasts the same way?
Well, it's a podcast. She I think she's just interviewing somebody. Oh, she's on with Taki.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Should I swap Hollow for Echelon? I don't know, Josh. Let's look at your account. Let's do that in the 300 chat or 101. But thank you for the super chat. Josh inherited a Hollow Square, and he's like, what do I do with this thing? Yes, we'll go to Farmer, guys. I appreciate everybody. Peace. Thanks for hanging out with us. And appreciate Cortex, PTI for jumping in. Everybody for hanging out. You have a good time, Peace?
Papers.
Okay. So until next time, we got a video coming out tomorrow. We'll be doing some more streaming this week. It'll be a lot of fun. And if you guys have any questions, be sure to join my Discord. It's tagged in the top, and it's also in the description. And until next time, you guys have fun, and we'll see you.